Hello, nice to see you guys again here. This video is not gonna be long, hopefully. It's to talk about this underage arranged marriage that happened in Ghana, this current affair, that the 12-year-old married to a man that is 61 years old or more. And they're calling it tradition, stupid stuff. And it's called sexual abuse essay. It doesn't have any other name. Okay? And I want to ask the Ghanaian government and Africa in general, Ghana or not, Gambia, Senegal, the rest of Africa, the rest of third world countries that are still underage arranged marrying people or essaying people or marry or not. Why are they still doing that? That's what I want to ask. This video is for Africa and third world countries in general who are still legalizing essay, people marrying their victims, 12-year-olds or younger than that, or even just above that, getting married to people that are 60 years old or more, like this 12-year-old married to the 60 years old in Ghana. If you don't know this current affair, go and learn about it. It's been on for a couple of days now. I wanted to talk about it from the moment I heard a few days ago, but I said I was going to wait a little and see the Ghanaians' reaction. But they might be reacting. I just maybe don't see it though. I'm not seeing a lot of videos and just a lot of like people, the whole world should react about this, not just Ghanaians. But salute to the people that are reacting. I saw some. But I think it needs more reaction than the attention is getting. What do you guys think? Everyone, Ghanaian or not. Whenever we see any form of child abuse, any form of essay, you know, or any form of child abuse in general, we should definitely react, all of us, especially us Africans. The fact that Africa can never develop is the fact that Africa is promoting child abuse. Africa promotes child abuse by just not talking, and when you're talking, they bully you. That's the reason why Africa will never develop. A traumatized nation cannot develop a nation. Until Africa agree with that and change from the bottom, Africa will never develop. Keep tapping and sharing the video. The police took the child away. That's good, but didn't arrest the man. Make no sense. They should arrest the man. But that's very good. They take the child. That's very good. But they should arrest the man and arrest anyone that is doing essay, marry or not. Keep tapping and sharing the video, guys. Why are these people that, you know, essaying young people and marrying them and people letting them get away? When they marry the young people, they're gonna essay the other young people, even if they don't marry them. The other people that are not marrying young people, they'll essay other young people. The people that marry young people will definitely continue essaying the young people because they like young people, marry or not. I know all over the world there's people that like young people, but at least they don't marry their victim. And I'm very proud for the police taking the girl away, but they have to arrest the man, whoever the man is, so people will know that they cannot use tradition, culture, God, whatever to marry people that are young. Africa, please, we have to take this serious. Tap and share the video, guys, or I'm gonna cut the live very soon. If all of my enemies are the only people that are watching me, I'll cut the live. I'm gonna continue talking for the next 2 minutes, and if everyone that is watching me is just my enemies watching me alone, I'll end the live. Because I already make a video about this, and I'm gonna continue talking, but I'm not gonna continue talking, and I'm fasting especially, and I'm gonna have my followers watching me, and the followers are my haters, and they cannot tap and see it. It's not good for the page. Anyone that is watching my videos and you refuse to tap and see it on purpose to punish my work, to punish me for my own work that your mother, your father, and yourself should have been doing, which is the work of Africa, to bring up children without childhood trauma and injustice, and you know it. And you purposely don't want to like and share, as long as you know that you will have my karma, my time you're taking, my voice, my time. I'm not asking you to pay me, but you cannot like and share because you hate my work so much. But you sit down here, so TikTok will not take my video, so TikTok will not promote, so TikTok will think the video is so bad, when the video is this important, but because you're very bad yourself, you're evil. As long as you know that you will never have peace with the karma of the children, especially the children millions of miles away under the mango tree that are suffering and they're innocent, they've done nothing. Cross Africa or third world countries, especially Muslim third world countries, they hate children, a lot of them. Essay, beating, underage marriage, FGM, anything. Just any form of pain, they like it. Why they like to pain the little children, boys or girls? Thank you so much, guys. And when you talk, they're saying you're traumatized, you're this, and they're worse traumatized than you, but they're scared to do it because they don't want to be bullied. So me, when I'm risking it all, and you're calling me traumatized every day, and I'm still coming, talking, even when I'm crying, I don't care. Don't you think you should block me or support the work or block me? Or you have my karma and the karma of the children? Because me talking here every time until I'm crying is not good for me and my mental health. And you keep bullying me, it's not good for me. But I'm sacrificing all because I know this is serious. And you're very wicked and weak. You can't do that. You rather hide and cry, the coward effing asshole you are. But me that is risking it all and coming, you're recording me, bullying me. You still come here and not support my work and bully me. You never have peace. I don't care you bully me. You have time for bullying. Look at this. Just look at this, okay? Look at this young 12-year-old getting married to this person, okay? I was underage married before the age of 10 to man as old as this 60-year-old. And I told you guys this is still happening. It's still rampant. Recently in Gambia, one lady called Isato. She have an organization that is fighting against this. She had a brand new interview at Kerfatu. Go and listen to her interview. She speak in English. If you want me to send you the link of the interview, let me know. I'll send it to you. She talked about how the underage marriage is rampant in Gambia right now, in the villages especially. But people always think like what happened in the villages is fine. No, the village is the town. People gonna grow up, move to the city. People just gonna move to the city with their pain and trauma, and the behavior is gonna come to the city. People talk on the phone, people travel to the village. Whatever bad habit in the village is gonna come to the city. The city is just small, but the villages, there are many. You cannot just say that, oh, I don't care about village. You're very evil. Anyone that don't care about people that they cannot benefit from, they're evil. Genuine nice people, they care about people that they cannot get nothing from, which is the young people and the older people that are vulnerable. Listen to this. The older people, when you walk in the nursing home and you're wicked, you're going to treat them like a piece of shit because they cannot benefit you. They're hopeless, especially when they can't talk, they can't move. Thank you so much. Keep tapping and sharing. If any one single person that is watching me have a soul, so tap and share, or you block me and go. Thank you so much, Mari. I saw you tapping. Thank you so much. And the other person tapping. Thank you so much. When you have a genuine nice heart, it's not just for the adults that are fine and can benefit you by liking your video, liking you and calling you nice person, or somebody to marry you, or somebody to donate you or help you, or somebody to agree with you and you're nice to them and you're saying what they want to hear. That's not being nice. Being nice is for you to tell the truth, even if it doesn't favor those so they can punish you and angry, but it's going to favor the people that cannot benefit you. I swear to Allah, ask all the experts. They said it's not me. They said if you want to know a nice person, look at how they treat people that cannot benefit them. Now look at how Africa treat women and children because they cannot benefit them. Or they think they cannot benefit them. And these women and children are good, especially the children, they're going to grow up, be president wife, be minister wife, be policeman wife, doctor wife, whatever. But they think that, oh, they're useless because they're young. Let them shut up and listen and wash the dishes or cook and shut up. You're wicked. Thank you so much for supporting the video. I'm African queen and everything. I'm African dance and everybody. Now, why are you wicked like that? You've been beaten and tortured and neglected. You're sick in the head. This is serious. You can't run from your sickness. Just face reality. There's no way to run. When you run, you will suffer. You're still going to suffer hiding. So, where you going to run? Nowhere. Face reality and just tell the truth. Okay? Africa, please face reality and tell the truth. All of Africa, I'm begging you, please. Stop running from your misery and your behavior and who you are. You can't run. The whole world know who you are. It's only the 2%. Cross Africa, only the 2% are normal and healthy and don't do these things I'm talking about and don't have this type of mental behavior. This type of mentality that I'm fighting to stop. It's only the 2% of Africans that don't have it. Every 10 Africans, the 2 only don't have it. The 2 from every 10. That's a lot, right? So they want me to shut up about this sickness that is a lot. Thank you so much, guys. What is the sickness? Neglecting people, abusing people. Let me take away the picture because the asshole idiots are reporting my page. And especially when I have the picture, it's worse. because TikTok will maybe listen to them because they lie. Even though I'm speaking English, TikTok can hear what I'm saying. They say that me, I'm bullying and I'm this and I'm this, and they're the asshole effing bullies. Look at what they're promoting, child abuse. Africa promote child abuse all the time. They promote FGM, underage marriage, severe beating, whatever. They're like, oh, that happened to me, that's why I'm good. It happens to our mothers, they don't die. They marry young and they not die. They FGM and they not die. They're fine and healthy, so it's good. They're lying. They used to die and have problem from it, by the way, you just don't know. But also, they used to eat healthy and they used to move around. That's why they were healthy. They don't sit down all day. They used to do soccer wall or go to the farm or, move, food, ballet, do work, and eat healthy food. They weren't having juice, bread, and unhealthy and sugar like we do now. That's why that was helping them. But also they used to die from it and they used to have pain and suffering from it. You just don't know because there was no the news taking that, or people talking in the media like this. But they will say that especially in Gambia, that promoting FGM right now. The FGM promoters, you know what they'll say? Oh, my grandmother and my mother was married young and have FGM and have lot of children and nice and healthy. FGM the child and marry the child young. That's nice and healthy. Are you hearing me? FGM the child, then marry the child young. That's nice and healthy. For the child, for the girl, that's good for her. That's very good for her health and her. Might be what? Keep tapping and sharing. Filter your words. Yes. I'm not saying anything wrong. It's fine. TikTok, no, I am an activist for this, for childhood trauma to end. It's just the haters, they lie about stuff. They're so evil. They'll never see peace. They rather lie and report your page and call you name and say that you're bullying, you're doing this, when you're just questioning them for their evil behavior. How can they sleep at night? Promoting children under the mango tree to go through pain and trauma. Especially when you're sitting abroad here with your cup of tea, nice and comfortable. Promoting the children in Africa to have FGM or underage marriage or beating or any form of childhood trauma. Right now, as I'm talking to you, in Africa, especially Gambia, a lot of children don't have school education. Guys, they're not going to school at all. And the people, what they're saying, it's none of my business. It's none of your business. But it's your business to promote the pain, though. The cutting of the clitoris and the pain. You can promote that. But you cannot help them to go to school. That's none of your business. Keep tapping and sharing. Kerel Kamalan here. Evil Kamalan practice. Yes. A lot of evil practice that people are doing, especially African and third world countries, on women and children. Keep tapping and sharing the video. Thank you so much. I just want to ask people, underage marriage, FGM, lack of going to school, serious child beating, and bad marriages. These four, that is the enemy of every single third world country. This is the enemy. This is why they will never ever develop. Every single third world country. Look at all the third world countries and look at how they're doing all of these things. They love doing this. That's why they can never ever develop. Because the children will grow up with the pain and trauma, and they cannot be a nice, decent human being, genuine human being, kind, loving human being, focused and determined and ambitious human being that they need. A lot of them, at least like 5 or 6 out of 10 will not do that. And the 4 or the 3 is not enough. It takes a superhuman to go through certain childhood and still be determined to make it and be genuinely kind and nice and be genuinely honest, kind and loving, ambitious, focused, good, disciplined human being. It takes a superhero to do that. And these third world countries, they love traumatizing children, boys or girls, and they love putting women down, which is why they can never develop. And when I talk about it, people say that's boring and I shouldn't talk about it and I'm bullying. Keep tapping and sharing the video. I'm going to end the video soon. If only my enemy is watching me. I'm happy to end the video. I just did my YouTube video, by the way. So, I don't mind. I'll do videos, TikTok or not. I cannot do video on my Army Olive now until on the 9. because they block it. Because I was talking like this, questioning people how evil they are to promote childhood trauma and pain for the children under the mango tree, especially when they run away from the mango tree and they come abroad. And they're reporting my page. That's why that page is blocked now for 1 week until on the 9th. This page, I'm here. I'm fasting yesterday and today. That's why you did not see me here yesterday. Okay, I'm back to fasting. I just did my video now because I woke up early and I went back to bed and I woke up not long. So I feel like I have little energy to come here and talk to you guys before the fast will start attacking me. And you can see what I did. The fast is attacking me. Like, I can feel like I need to drink water now and I can't drink water, obviously. So I'm going to end the video soon. Either you support the video or not. But if you're going to continue watching me, and because all of you watching me right now are my enemy, an enemy of my work, I'm going to close the video because that's not good for my page. But as long as you know that any of you that is watching me and watching my work but refuse to support, I never forgive you that my energy that you're taking by force to listen and watch me. But on purpose, you can tap and share. You have the time to do that. You're not that busy at all. But you're refusing to do it. So my work and my page will remain like this. And you go to the pages that are promoting horrible stuff in the society. And you tap and share. Or they talk about nothing important. And you come to me that your father and yourself and your mother should be doing this work, me or you. Me or not, even if I never born. You know that. But you know you will not do it. Your father, your mother will not do it. Even me, my mom and dad will never do this. Our president will not do it. All our elders that we have that and our respected people that we have will never do this. You know that. But I'm doing it and you're coming to bully me by, to belittle my work by watching and not support, not like, not share, not support. So my work will not go anywhere. You're punishing me for talking for you and your children and your future generation. Even if you die right now. And this thing I'm talking about, people take it serious. Africa will develop. Even if I was dead and people listening to this message, Africa will develop. You know that. And your ass is going every video complaining that we don't support each other. We hate each other. We don't like each other. And when you come to me, you hear my word. You hear the truth. You hear that Africa have to stop abusing women and children. Especially this new current affair in Ghana. That 12-year-old get married to a 61-year-old. Okay? But that or not. Me, growing up, I was married to somebody 60 or more before I was age 10. Two of my older sisters underage arranged married. My younger sister underage arranged married. My mom. Lot of you watching me, your mom, your sisters underage arranged married. People that love children, they're still in the society. They just essay them. Lot of them. They don't have to marry them. They'll just essay them without marriage. You know it. Yourself that is watching me, you've been essay most likely. Or you essay people yourself most likely. Or your mother or father or sisters or friends been through this. If they will tell the truth. Because a lot of you rather die than telling what you've been through. So they don't bully you like you're bullying me. But you still have the gut to come to my page and look at my work and not support my work. Not like, not share, not promote my work. So my work will not go anywhere. So Africa can continue sinking. All of you that is making sure that when you come to my work, you refuse to tap, share, like, promote. But you will watch me, listen to my voice, take my time, listen to my energy, take my energy, take my time. But keep your support. As long as you know that, you will have my karma and the karma of the children that you are denying the support. Because you will not give them the support. And you will not allow me to give them the support. The children of Africa and third world countries. The women and children of third world countries in general. You know people are on TikTok from Africa. They're watching. Every third world country now. Everyone, almost all of everyone is in the TikTok now. Or media. So even if you don't do that to your children, somebody else that doing that or might do that tomorrow will hear this. Or somebody will hear it and talk about it with somebody who might be doing that or might be doing that tomorrow. And that might save one child. Even if it's one thing that I talked about. Because I talk about different things. These 4 things I focus for Africa and third world countries in general to focus on these 4 things. Which is the children to go to school and have school education. The children to not have severe child beating growing up. The children to not have any form of essay, even if you're marrying them and call them wife. You're still essaying them. It's called abuse. I'll read your comment after. Just keep typing and sharing. If it's one person here that have a soul, that don't want my karma and the karma of the children, and they definitely know that they're not that busy that they can't tap the video. If they're that busy, they will not able to log into the video. They should tap the video, or they'll definitely have my karma of my time that they're taking and punishing me for my own work that their father was supposed to be doing and their mother. And they're supposed to do this, me or not. But they're too weak and wicked to do this because they don't want the bullying and the punishment and the consequences of doing this for fucking free. Especially doing it for years. They rather die than doing this. Because when you're talking about it, especially you've been through it, it makes you cry anytime you talk about it. And they've been through worse. They rather die than talking about this. Because when I'm talking, especially when I cry, they're so happy to record that and post it on their page to bully me. They rather die than doing this themselves. Never. Even if you pay them £1 million, they will not do it. But me that is doing it for free for years, you come to my page to watch me and bully me, to little my work. So you don't like, you don't see, you don't do nothing. So the work will not go anywhere. As long as you know that I never forgive you my time that you're taking to bully me, I'll never ever forgive you. Even if I was there right now, this minute, I will never forgive you of my karma that you're taking my time and my video listening into it to put my work down so my work will not get anywhere. So the children of Africa can continue suffering. And you will definitely have the karma of those children. Because you don't care about their asses. You will never talk to protect them. They're not worth it for you. Probably you're even doing that to them. Especially if they're your own children or someone that you can get hold of. Because you're promoting that now. But also, somebody else that is risking it all. Risking the bullying. Risking the name calling to talk. You will come and block that person and bully them and belittle their work. You're very evil and you will never see peace. Billah, wallahi, tallah, whoever you are. Me or not. You will never see peace. If you want to know a human being that is genuinely nice, look at how they're treating people who cannot benefit them nothing. And then you look at how you guys treating women and children that you think they cannot benefit you. Especially children. Children and old people who cannot benefit you nothing. They're vulnerable. You have to help them. They can't help themselves. Look at how you treat them. Then you know you're very evil. Because if you are nice, you will treat them nice. You're not going to look at the fact that they cannot benefit themselves because they're weak, they're small, or they're old and weak and don't have nothing to offer me now. Or they're small, they don't have nothing to offer me. You have to still protect them and talk and condemn anything that is going to suffer them. If you have a heart. Especially when your ass is being traumatized and tortured in this community yourself. Your parents, your families, they all suffer in this community. Your friends, you saw it. You've been through it. And you still have the gut to refuse to support the children. To refuse to support anyone that is talking for the children to have peace, me or not. Anyone that is talking for children of Africa to have peace, you guys will bully them, block their work, report their page, refuse to support them. Me, Ami. Anyone that is following my work, everywhere I go, you watch my work. Hear the truth I'm talking about. And you're reporting my page. You're refusing to support me. You will watch me by force though because it's internet. You're bullying me, telling me I'm going to watch you by force. But I'm not going to support you. As long as you know that anyone that is doing that, I never ever will forgive you for my time that you're taking and my work that you're trying to ruin and press and put it down here. And you can hear my work. You can see my work. You know what is it about. You're not mad. You're just wicked. As long as you know that I'll never forgive you for that. And the children of Africa or children in general that I'm fighting, for people to leave them alone, Africa or not, for people to not essay them, people to not create them childhood trauma. Those children, their karma will haunt you. You will never have peace. Life is not a joke. This is why a lot of you will never have peace. And the peace you want for your children also, you can't see it because you don't want that for other children. You want the peace for you and your children, but you don't want that for other innocent children that done nothing to you. Even this FGM, a lot of you promoting it, and you will never FGM your own children. Never. And you're happy to say that you're fine, you've been FGM, you're fine. Even though you're talking from abroad now, you know that's called abuse. You said you're fine that you've been FGM, it doesn't harm you. So people are just talking because they want to bully people that are FGM, but they should leave them alone. Which means they should FGM the children in Africa. Because you know those people, they're FGMing their children. They're not like you. You've been through it, but you will not do it to your children because you know it's not good. But you're wicked. That's why you're saying that it's fine. But you will not do it to your children. But you're saying it's fine for people in Africa who you know they're doing it to their children until now, to do it. How you think you're going to have peace? How you think those children karma will not haunt you? How? Think about it. You know it. So you guys, your evilness, you can't hide it. It's all over the place. If you're honest yourself, you will see it. But you come to me to block my page, report my page, don't support my page, but you will watch me by force because it's internet, but you will not support me because you hate my work that much and you hate me that much. But you will not watch, block me though. You will watch me and you will not support. So TikTok will not promote my work, or just so my page will not go. Fighting my work is you're fighting Africa's progress. You're fighting humanity. My work is humanity. You fight it, you're fighting humanity. You can hear my work. I'm only saying leave the children alone. Don't create them childhood trauma. That's all I've been saying from day one, from Facebook until now. Don't create the children childhood trauma. Don't severe beat them. Don't essay them. Don't marry your victim like what happened to Ghana right now. Current affair that they married 12-year-old, 60-year-old married 12-year-old. Don't marry your victim. It's still called abuse. Don't cause the child any form of childhood trauma. Like severe beating, essay, either you marry your victim or not. Denying them school education. Denying them human right and justice. And now they grow up. You marry them and they're still going to suffer. 80% of us that get married to this community, we will still suffer. Why? Because the community is programmed for pain and suffering from when you are young. That's why we cannot have a good government. That's why we cannot have the unity that you guys are complaining every live video you're going, saying we're not united, we don't love each other. We cannot love each other because we are programmed to hate each other. Which is why I'm talking about this programming to stop. And you're blocking my work. You will never see peace. Anyone that is reporting my work, blocking my work, watching my video like you are dead, you don't like, you don't support, you don't do nothing. So my page will stay here. Billahi wallahi ta'ala, you have my karma. And you have the karma of the children that I'm trying to help. In Africa especially, or just our community children. Because none of you will be talking for 7 years one language that I'm doing. None of you. And anything you get, you don't get nothing apart from bullying and calling you mad and depressed. These three is what you get. Call you mad, depressed, and bully you. And tell you you're talking for yourself because of what you've been through. When they clearly seen that it's still continuing to happen to innocent children. You will never have peace for promoting this, whoever you are. Me, it's not easy for me to continue talking because this is real and it happens to me. And when I talk about it, I can cry sometimes in the video because this is real. And you record my cry and post it to bully me even more. And I'm only human. It's not easy. But I rather tell you the truth and you bully me and have my karma. And the karma of the children, you're making sure they continue the pain, than me quiet and hide and cry like your ass is doing. A lot of you are messed up in this society and the way we program this society. But you're hiding drinking, hiding having sex with the wrong people, hiding crying, hiding beating your children, hiding torturing your partner that you're supposed to love, hiding doing your effing ass behavior that a normal person that is not traumatized wouldn't do. Whatever that is, you know yourself what you're doing. You rather do that and be laughing and smiling, wishing and faking that you're happy genuinely, than to face the reality and talk about the reason why your ass is messed up for other children to not go through that. And anybody that you see is promoting that, you condemn them. You can't do that because you're too weak and you don't have the nice, kind heart to do that because children are not worth that for you. People that are genuinely kind, they're not just kind to people that are adult like them and can support them. They're going to be kind to people that are vulnerable, that cannot do nothing for them. That's how you know when someone is genuinely kind. Everyone knows that. Every genuine person with a knowledge knows that. You are only kind to people that you can kind to now, so they can support you in your videos, call you a nice person, even marry you or just be with you or just call you the best person. That's why you're not telling the truth. That's why you're agreeing with them, but you're not kind. The innocent children that you're promoting their pain and suffering because they cannot like your video right now. They cannot clap for you. They cannot even marry you or be with you right now or support you. That's why you cannot give them your kindness. Just look at Africa and third world countries who don't have genuine kind heart and they're choking themselves to fake that they're kind and they're lying. Look at how they treat women and children. Look at how every country you go, this third world country that like to put women and children down, look at how they treat them. how they beat them, torture them, essay them, or underage marry them, which is essay as well, deny them school education, put them down, call them liar, bully them all the time. And look at how they all have one thing in common, which is the poverty, the pain and suffering and killing and effing, never have peace from the karma of the women and children, from their karma. And they program the women and children to, when they grow up, to give you more pain than you give them, and to give themselves the pain too. And then they expect you to be developed and be happy and focused and be like a good community. Yeah, I'm bringing you up. I'm going to, and they're not tapping and sharing the video. It's only one single share. And
Hello.
maybe people that are tapping and sharing, and that's not enough. Hello.
Hello, how you doing?
Fine, thank you. How are you?
Yeah, I'm all right. I've listened to your videos and
Do you hear
it's
about what
so
happened in Ghana as well? The 12-year-old that get married.
no, 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 no.
All right. That's the purpose of this video even. But it's just, I always talk about Africa as a whole, not just Ghana. This 12-year-old
And
get married.
this is bad, you know.
This is her here. They're doing some traditional effing, traditional cultural marriage thing with her. This is her. So, but they say the government, the police managed to take the child away from the man, but they say they've not arrested the man.
You see, that's the problem. You see, we don't want to grow, and when you point out reasons why these things are bad, most of the religious people get angry. They
Yes.
get angry for pointing out things that are really, really obvious. You you're a woman. You are talking from a woman point of view that look, these things you people are doing, it's wrong. It's affecting people. What stops them from changing it? They keep bringing tradition up. Keep relating it to tradition is meant to be changed if it's no longer effective.
Exactly.
It's meant to be changed if it's no longer useful. But because the men are at advantage, they are doing everything possible to keep the tradition. I saw one of the video you posted a certain time where an old man is still talking about genital mutilation and stuff like
Mm-hmm.
that. You know, this is so wrong in all ramification. There is science now. Science has proven a lot of things to us. Why can't we improve our ways? And this is one of the reasons why Africa is laid back.
It
You
is.
know,
And can I say one thing, please? Africans are very, people, third world country in general, who like to abuse women and children are very fake, especially Africans. Because a lot of them will say that, oh, this is tradition, but they're lying about the tradition, especially FGM that they call in tradition, and also underage marriage, but mainly FGM, they call it that. But they don't do farming.
yeah,
This man, for example, that is marrying this girl, I am sure he doesn't get up and spend the whole day in the farming.
not at all.
Bending down all day farming like our grandparents were doing. They do grandparents, yes. Especially the men in Gambia and Senegal. I don't know any other country, but Gambia and Senegal. A lot of our grandparents, they go farming all day.
Sure, sure.
They don't do the why because it's painful, it's hard, and it's not a lot of money. So a lot of them, their children coming abroad, or just a lot of them are into business or other stuff, or even if they're farming, they're not the one that doing the actual farm.
Yes, of course.
You see, but they want you to continue doing the underage marriage and FGM and women suffering, especially in marriages. Just children and women stay here like the olden days. They love that part.
Yes.
So that
You
means
know,
they're not doing traditional stuff. They just
yeah,
fake.
they
They
are
just
not doing
make.
tradition. They only pick and choose what suits them. You know,
Yes.
they pick and choose what suits them and they leave the ones that doesn't suit them, and which is so wrong. That's why I encourage every human being to at least pick up a book and read. And even if because even if religions say one thing, that doesn't mean that that doesn't mean it is all that you should also use your brain. I'm only trying to be careful here in the use of my language, because um I see most religious people, they go for mostly underage girls, because, a symbol, that is being revered did the same, But I'm very sure if that symbol that they have respect for is in this our generation, he wants to do the same thing, because
Exactly.
we're talking about 1,600 years ago. You're doing what they did 1,600 years ago. It
Exactly.
doesn't
And
make
you're not doing
sense.
everything that they were doing, but you're doing this particular one.
It doesn't make sense. And if you talk to see, well, you have insulted, no. If the
Exactly.
person is in
And
this
can I say one
position,
thing? Like
yeah.
for example, in Gambia, when they promote underage marriage and FGM, they say it's sunnah, and they also saying that the underage marriage have to happen because when the girl is not married, she's gonna be pregnant.
Why can't they train
Because somebody
them?
else will get her pregnant.
Why
So
can't
instead
they?
of them to talk to that person that is gonna get the girl pregnant, because Allah don't want that. You shouldn't touch somebody you're not married to. So why can't they talk to the men then to leave the children
Why
alone?
can't they tell the men to stay away from the women? The
Exactly.
men should respect themselves and stay away from the women.
Especially young women, children.
We are, most of us are in the Western world. We see them. You understand? We see them because of the law in place. You cannot do anything. You cannot misbehave.
Mhm.
Because you know the consequence. You understand? So why can't you tell your men to respect themselves?
Exactly. But they always blame the young girl. And when a lot of the young girls that been through SA, marry or not, in cross Africa and third world countries, especially Africa, Gambia and Senegal, which I know most, because for them, what I want to talk about here is that when the girl been through SA, marry or not, because they normalize people going with children and they never will fight hard enough to stop them. Then when the child been through SA and they marry the child as a adult, as a young adult, when they marry the child, they call her a whore. They say to her that you're not a virgin because you're a whore.
They stigmatize,
And they know that the community love young people. They will always try to do something. Lot
Of
of
course.
them, not all, but lot of them will not leave you alone. But they will not address that. Especially the men that will call you a whore when they marry you and you're not a virgin. They know themselves. They know who they are. They know they should tell the fellow men to leave the girls alone because they want a virgin wife. But they
You,
don't say that. And even Mira is saying that they're always calling me names for saying that.
you see, I respect your courage and I really appreciate all your work you've been doing. You see, I want to bring a small incident that happened. I know it's a bit not related, but an incident happened between Will Smith's wives. Will Smith's wife had, entanglement with another man, and people are blaming the woman alone. You understand? Now, why are the men not calling the guy who slept with another? The guy knows she's
Exactly.
married. The guy knows she's married. Why can't you guys stay away from somebody's property or from somebody's child? Why are the men not calling out other men?
They never will do that. I hear that incident when it happened that the woman sleep with somebody else. I talked about it, but I didn't talk about it much because I know that I don't know exactly. Because that man is tall and handsome and they seem to love each other. I don't know whether the man was cheating that lead her to do that. I don't know. So
Yeah,
I didn't
no,
want to say much about it, but I talked
yeah,
about it, but not
it's
much.
not my
But they
concern.
all were attacking her, especially men. But when they
Yes,
find out that he was sleeping with another man, they don't say anything.
you know, eh, my concern. I don't care what she did. I don't care what led her to it. She has done it, and she did it with a man. Why blame her alone? Why
Exactly.
not also blame the guy who knows she's married and he went? So I'm bringing this to religious people too. You are anything you say, like it was Satan who led you to do this shit. Can't you control yourself?
They believe in Satan for everything, so they don't take
Yes,
responsibility of who they are.
you know.
They are the Satan themselves.
No, they are the Satan themselves because because the Satan didn't tell them to go and put themselves in and unalive themselves. Is to go and rape is to go and SA somebody's daughter. You know,
Exactly.
we see these things, we see all these things all the time, but they are hypocrisy. And when you talk, they say you are insulting. They try to twist it that you are insulting the religion. Yes, if the religion.
Exactly. And also, you know, today, for example, just to tell you how much we don't want to move forward as Africans, but we're going to keep running from the consequence of why we cannot be developed, but we don't want to move forward. Yeah. Which is why I talk about it for years and I will never get tired of it. Because a lot of them will not talk about it, number one. Number two, when they talk about our issue, they talk about it in a fake way or in a way like they don't know what our problem is, which is they just blame and focus on that particular issue. Oh my God, sorry. But they don't focus on the fact that we causing this whole thing. For example, earlier on, I was on one of the video that the Gambians were doing. I don't know if you see me there, where I was talking my language. And what we were talking about was one of our brother that was shot dead in Germany. I don't know if you heard of that.
Yeah, I was very busy. I couldn't follow the news, but I heard
Yeah,
about
one
it.
Gambian guy was shot dead in Germany by the police. Did you not hear that in the news?
I heard it, but I was very busy. I had a serious project that had a deadline that
All right. So I'll
yeah.
explain what happened there. Thank you so much. Keep tapping and sharing, guys. So what happened there is that the guy, they said, I was having some mental stress slash depression issue for a while now, and was having problem with the white lady that he was with for a while, and that the problem ended up getting worse one day until he had a knife, something like this, and then the police involved, and the police came and they ended up shooting him. Yeah, saying that they were protecting themselves or he was too violent to them, like it's a self-defense or whatever, like. So anyway, so we all agree that they shouldn't shoot him. But when they're talking about it, for example, the Gambian, I talked about it myself as well, but I don't talk about it like they talk about stuff. Whenever I talk about stuff with them, they always, a lot of them will blame me because I don't talk about stuff like the way they do, just blame. I want us to also take our part of the problem and own it so we can
Sure.
avoid the problem. So, for example, when I was in that live this morning, I said, okay, but why you guys just focusing on blaming the German the whole time instead of also us take responsibility on the fact that the man is confirmed to have depression and he was even trying to get some mental health, like from the hospital or something. Like he's known to have this depression issue. And when I talk about why we have depression, you guys don't want to hear it. Because we have depression, a lot of us, because the way we beat the children and torture them and neglect them and shout at them, their whole life, they're stressed growing up, you know?
Honestly,
So then, yeah, so we have to talk about that whenever we're talking, before we talk about anything else. And the moment I start saying that, they were like, oh, we're not talking about that. Get out of here. Yeah.
we don't want to take blame. We
Yes,
don't
I was
want
like,
to
what
take
the hell?
blame
And they
for
couldn't even let me finish
anything.
what I was saying. And they all just like, drop her. She's crazy. And before I start talking about that, they always saying that we don't get on. Why can't we get on as a team and fight for helping each other, to help each other so the German government can respect us? We have to join hand and get on. Why do we hate each other? And I also mentioned when I was talking about why we don't talk about the mental health issue, I also talk about the cause of the mental health and how that is the cause of why we cannot get on, because they beat us, torture us growing up. It can make you not to trust people too much, and it's going to put that little love and hate between you and people because of the pain you experience from people growing up for years.
Of
Then you're just
course.
new in this life. You're trying to learn about life. And the only thing you learn is pain from people that's supposed to love you.
Sure.
So when you grow up, and whenever I talk about that, their brain is boiling, and they're allowed to talk about like why we can't get on, why we can't get on. When I try to tell them why we can't get on, the moment I open my mouth, they're like, "Shut up, get out, bring her down."
That's why we Africans, we need education. When I mean education, I don't mean certificate. I don't mean certificate. I need proper education. We are so insensitive to emotions. You see, I was discussing with
All is
some.
because of the beating and torturing of children. That's where
Yeah,
the main problem is.
yeah. I was discussing with some of my in a group, and I was like, look, most people way back in Africa do not don't even know they are traumatized. They don't even know they are traumatized. They don't even know what they are going through is trauma. I said, okay,
No.
do you know the reason why the unalive, like the unalive rate? for men in Africa is between 40 something and 50. If you reach 60, 70, you have even tried. But in this part of the world, if you go by 70, they have to investigate what led to your death.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? It's because you are facing a lot of traumas that you are not even aware of.
Exactly.
You know, and these are the key indicators that you are facing these traumas. You
Yeah.
understand? You you don't even know. You know?
Africa, the other thing to me, the other thing that is why people are, going quickly than they should is that the unnecessary death in Africa is rampant from lack of medication to bad
Yes,
food. The bad diet is the number one enemy of Africa. Africa eat very bad. Africa can eat very bad, worse than the West, but they don't know, especially Gambia and Senegal, because we cook with a lot of oil, and the oil is very bad and cancer causing. They buy the cheapest, worst oil in the world.
sure.
The type of oil that this UK government will not even allow that oil to cross their border for you to buy in the supermarket here. That's what you're buying in Gambia and Senegal to cook every day. Chep, something called fried rice. We call it chep. Our fried rice is different from, the rest of the fried rice. But jollof is from Senegal. The fried rice is from Senegal, jollof. The jollof rice.
Yeah.
When we cook it, it's nice, the proper way, but it's so unhealthy. And they always use the oil to cook, not just jollof rice, but anything else. Even when we cook stew, we call it chew. We cook with lot of oil with our stew. We put lot of sauce and oil compared to the rest of Africa, us Gambia and Senegal, okay? And oh my God, that's another story. But to me, my Gambia and Senegal's people, why we dying, why we going quickly, doesn't matter young or adult, the young people get rid of each other because of violence, and nowadays they're even using drugs and stuff that is getting rid of them, especially
Yes.
in Gambia. But they stab each other easily as well, and just, but also die on the way trying to come to Europe also. A
Yeah.
lot of my family members pass through that, and they go on handsome young boys. But also the adults, I think the adults, why they going is unhealthy eating and chemical. People that eating a lot of chemical that is not good, or drinking it, or smoking it, or just the unhealthy eating and the stress. They have a lot of stress from
Yes.
childhood until now, and they don't know how to manage the stress. They go to bed stress, wake up stress.
Sure.
They don't know meditation, they don't know gratitude, they don't know how to give up the pain and anger. They can just keep different pain and anger, and they create more pain. For example, when you're married and you're cheating and lying, or just being a bad, angry husband or bad, angry wife, you're going to bring pain to your marriage.
Sure.
So then you cannot have peace at home, and you should have peace at home. But they also beat the children, shout at them, screaming, ah, la, la, la. So they just all the time bringing pain and pain and pain. The house cannot have peace. That's another story. And family members even bringing pain to the marriage.
Sure. Sure. You know,
So
I,
then,
I was discussing with I told him I have a lot of white friends, and in the course of my conversation with them, I have never had them talk about, hey, I want to build house for my father. I want to build house for my mother. My cousin brother's school fees I need to pay. Somebody's hospital bill. I have never had them have that conversation because the government has taken away those responsibilities. You know,
not just the government, they also take the responsibility for themselves.
yeah, they also take the responsibility for themselves.
Yes,
But in Africa, you see one person is taking over the responsibility of virtually everybody. That is not a problem if you can. But the people you are taking the responsibility of are just relax. They don't want to do anything anymore. They don't want to do some kind of jobs anymore. They'll be like, I've overgrown this job. Whenever I need money, I just ring up this person and I get money. And the time you don't
that's
do,
another story.
so those
And they always use the
pressure,
money for stupid stuff,
you
food
know,
or
those
whatever.
those pressure is really mounting on people. You understand? So there are a lot of issues that are affecting us that are leading to mental health of that guy, that was shot. You know,
Yes,
the family will not understand that they were part of the problem.
But can I just say this one thing, and we can let the other people speak too, and
Yeah.
stay with me, please. The number one cause of our mental health is the severe child beating.
Yes. Yes.
When the child grow up and their brain is learning about life, and the only thing they learn is pain. I will never stop mentioning this. Even though a lot of Africans beat their children, this is why they hate me, number one. Because they always hear me going to talk about this. Either they like it or not, they should block me. This is our number one problem. If you don't believe me, go and ask every knowledgeable person, especially people that are psychology and stuff. When the child been through certain pain, it's going to prepare them to avoid the pain in the wrong way that is going to create pain.
Sure.
And
Because
then it's going to make them neglect themselves trying to find peace because they're tired of the pain, or they're going to give up on themselves, keep causing themselves more pain because they're going to find joy in the pain because that's all they know. And it's going to make them afraid of people in a way that they cannot link with people in a honest, decent way that can benefit them because they have little fear inside of them that people are very evil and they're going to hurt me because their brain is programmed like that to protect themselves from the pain they endure when they just fresh in this earth. They're so new, less than 5 years old or less than 10 years old, and people are beating and torturing them. And Africans and third world countries that love this, they're their own enemy. That's where the fear and pain begin. As you grow older, you can also have pain of poverty or pain of, traveling or living in another land, especially when you don't have the right document and other pain. You know what I mean? But this is
yeah.
the main pain that is down here that the Africans are growing up with. From a young age, you get ruined from this torture and angry pain that they give you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. This
Thank you
person
so
saying my
much. I
accent is a
really
bit.
appreciate. Thank you. Thank you.
Yes. Okay, let's let the other person speak. Hello, D Brown. Thank you. My accent. I'm from Gambia and I live in Scotland for over 15 years now. So that's why I have like a little bit of Scotland slash Gambia slash what. But yeah, thank you. Hello, D Brown. You can speak next, or the other person, Jen, can speak next if you're busy. Okay, keep tapping and sharing, guys. Honestly, I am learning from this. I will do better with my child. Thank you so
Ami,
much. Oh my God, that's the best. We have to
give
bring
me
up the
10 minutes.
children
I
that
will
is going to
come
be
back.
better than
Ami,
us. That's
good
the only
afternoon.
solution. Yes, hello.
Good afternoon. Let Jan talk. Jan.
All right. Jen Fai, you want to talk then? The only solution is for us to bring our children that is better than us. Because us that are already like this, it's going to be very hard for us to change. You know why? Because a lot of the women that have to speak up, they're afraid. Because when you talk, they will not marry you. When you talk, your husband will divorce you. When you talk, your family, your mother, everyone will disown you. And they will bully you like they're doing me. So they don't want to risk it all and talk. But also a lot of the men that have to talk, when you talk, sometimes they call you, a man, especially from our society. Some men will talk to protect women and children. The other men will tell them, you're weak, you're not a man. Man don't talk like this. You have to man up and be respected. So man is to be wicked. That's not man. Man, that's for weak man, by the way. Weak men are wicked. Good, strong men, genuine men, they're very strong to tell the truth. And when they look at the truth, they're not going to be afraid of saying it. If the truth doesn't favor them, they will still say it. Which is, let's respect women and children and give them their human right they deserve. Every third world country, the only truth they have to say is let's respect women and children, stop torturing them, and stop putting them like this. That's the only language every honest person from third world country have to speak. Nothing else. Hello, Jengfa. Yes, talk, please. Thank you, guys. Keep liking and sharing. Thank you. Hello, Jengfa.
Uh,
Yes.
Hello, sister. I really appreciate the live and the video, and you're doing a great job. I have been following your videos, and even when it comes to FGM, a lot of this stuff. You're doing a great job. I'm just gonna say, I'm just gonna encourage you to keep on the work and do not focus on the critics, because most of these people that are criticizing you and all that, even those people, they don't know they are going with the fact that they're having that lack of understanding, or to see the point. They don't understand that that lack of understanding is caused by the mental health issue they're going through.
Exactly.
They don't understand that. And this
They're
is
reporting my page all the time. And when I come to
yeah,
live, they don't want to support, which is why when I'm live, the live is not going
because
anywhere.
they're dealing
For
with
what? For this thing that I'm talking about. How can anyone against this, me or not? How can anyone against this?
Because they're dealing with mental health that they are not even
It's
aware of.
unreal.
You know that the Western world or the other parts of the world, they are trying to understand what human is. They're trying to understand what a human is. Meanwhile, in Africa, they're not even trying to understand. That's why in the Western world, in the other parts of the world, they have psychologists, they have therapists, they have, because they want to understand what emotion they are trying to understand. In any people, the Western world, they understand that human being is spiritual. Africa, we know we are spiritual, but we don't understand what the spirituality means. Spiritual, that's the problem, you know. And and in
Africa don't know the programming of
they
human
don't,
being.
exactly, they don't know the
The
programming.
like you have your new iPhone and you program it and you download the app. They don't know what to download on the child
On
brain.
the child brain, that's the problem.
They
And
keep effing up the child brain with beating and pain and torture, FGM and beating and pain and torture. No, don't go to school. Go and watch the this is. And when you're telling them the child gonna grow up like this, they're like, get out, get out.
get out, okay, and
Unreal. And they love having children. They love having millions of children and keep traumatizing all of them.
it's very sad. Me, I know, I have, I'm a born African, I'm born in the Gambia, so I had a very very bad experience, but to my during my childhood,
Oh,
so
sorry about that.
so even when it comes to like beating and all that, me, it got to a point like I was beaten to a point where, like, when I do something, I'm like, I'm just gonna do it. Let just smash my ass.
Beat me anyway.
And no
Oh,
matter what happens, I'm gonna get beaten. If I say the truth, I'm gonna get beaten. If I defend the truth, I'm gonna get beaten. If you if things
this
that if things that sometimes when I saw things that are not justice, this is the reason why lately I'm so active in the social media, to help and sensitize. Because today I'm still in a period of healing. I'm still healing, but I'm not completely healed.
you
And even when
see, this is serious. And they beat you serious beating, guys.
I'm telling
Serious
you,
beating. Like, for example, me, my mom used to beat me for washing dishes, like for washing the dishes late. Like when she go to the market and come back and the dishes are not finished washing or I've not
Africa,
touched them yet. That's
Africa.
the only thing she was beating me. Not like I was lying or going anywhere. I was even a baby anyway. I was not even 10 years old. But she will beat you, for example, she will wait till you're sleeping. She will tie your hands with her head
Africa.
tie. So you don't have to stop her when she's beating you. Is that bad? When my mom was beating me, like, I love my mom. I say this thing for awareness,
No,
but others used to bully me, but it's fine. I'm still
it's
gonna
fine.
talk. When my mom was beating me as a young child, I can see the pain and rage in her face. I know, billahi, that is beyond. She has something that is paining her that is not what I did. Billahi, wallahi, tallah. I used to know
Yeah,
it from a young age
that
because of the anger and pain
the
and the way
anger
she's
and the
like, I'm gonna
society, the
kill you. I'm
poverty,
gonna kill you. I'm tired. Oh my
yeah.
God, thinking about it, I want to cry.
Even our parents, even our parents, they have been dealing with mental issues. You know what I mean? Even our parents, they have been dealing with mental issues and all that. So I understand your pain, sister. Sometimes,
It's not about me at all. It's about the fresh children that is repeating the pain. God knows
well,
that's why I'm
well,
talking.
this
I know it's
thing,
hard to talk about it because it can make
you
you
know.
cry because it's real, but I don't care. They record my cry and bully me. They have time for bullying. This is serious.
They don't know how serious it is, and it's really affecting our society till today. So this is something that that's why I started by encouraging to keep on doing the great job that you're doing. You're doing a very pretty good job to our society, to the African society, and especially to the Gambian society. So just keep on doing it, and people will understand. People will understand with time. Maybe that the work and the education that you trying to transmit to the people, maybe it won't pay today, but one day it would pay. So for people like us and D Brown, we have been in your lives and all that. We will always come and try to sensitize more the people so that they can understand. Because me, I
I
have been
appreciate
through.
it. Thank you.
I went to Dara. That this Dara Quranic stuff.
Dara is worse.
You know what I mean? Even in Senegal, in Koki, there are so many kids that are traumatized through they are using this religion and traumatizing kids. I've been through. I hate my grandpa till to date. You guys will
Lie,
have no
wallahi,
idea
talai. The
what
things
I've
that
been
happen
through.
in the Dara.
The
The
things
things
that
that happen
happen
in the
in
Dara.
that
If
data, if I
anyone
told
that is
you,
not from our society know what's happening there, and you
they won't
saw how
understand.
people
Me,
don't
I
talk
know.
about it, you will not
Me
even
till
talk to
today.
anybody from our society again.
Till today, I hate my grandpa for that, and I
The
will
things
never
that
let.
happen in the
Even
Dara.
last year, even year before last, when I went for holidays, they were like, "Yo, you need to go and check." I'm like, "Grandpa, I'm not going. Maybe when I
Dara
come back,
is
I'm not
places
going."
where they learn Quran.
They
They're
learn the
going there to learn
Quran and
Quran,
then
guys.
everything,
The
the
type of
religion,
essay and beating and torture that the
and
boys
cash.
go through there.
Yo,
They're normally like
You
places
see,
like they're normally like
you see,
boarding homes. They're
it's
normally
like a
yeah.
like
boarding
boarding
home. It's like
homes
a
where
boarding
the
school
child can stay for a long time,
for a long
10
time,
years or more, or around 10 years until they finish the whole Quran. And they
sister.
can go there before the age of 10.
You
Billahi
see,
wallahi talai.
you
Continue
see,
Sister,
talking, brother.
when I started Islamic school, I was we were very young. There was a day we went to the Islamic class, and the
Let him
Malam.
finish first. Let Jeng Fai finish, please. Let Jeng Fai
Okay.
finish. I thought it was him. Let him finish, and then you can come back, brother, please. Continue,
yeah,
Jeng Fai.
like I was saying, I know what it's like, and I see a lot of, and I see a lot of kids, I try to defend, and if I told you guys that I'm beaten harshly and I'm being misused, and I have people who still were there and they still remember what I went through there, and the worst part of it is like some of them will even use it as a joke while in this you are still in pain, you are still struggling, you are still trying to find yourself, you are still, I don't, and some of them will still talk about it and they will laugh about it, and they were there, and some of them, they were there, their kids were there, they know, and there are some kids, and even there are some kids there that are going through the same thing with you. Sometimes you will get beaten and some of them will still mock on you. I have been through all those stuff, you know what I mean? So, and I know what it's like, and I know what you really talking about. I understood what you really talking about. They won't understand, but me today, I have the chance. Today, I'm in France here, and I know, and I'm against that. I have a child. If anyone touch my child, you guys will hear that I'm in prison. No one will touch my child, and I will even send my child to go to learn the Quran. I would prefer to pay someone to come in my house to teach my children. And I will tell
Or
you,
they can learn online even
they can lie.
with a computer.
Yeah, they can learn. I will get them iPads and download the Quran and teach them by myself. You know what I mean? Even they can. There's a English transliteration. You
Yes,
know
I
what I
have
mean?
it. The
Exactly.
Arabic in the Quran,
So I
in the
think
English version. But Jeng, can I just ask you one thing, please? And please, I know I think you're just being nice, to be honest. For you saying that, they don't know, they won't know. Jeng, how can, for example, you and me that been through this, don't know the consequence of this? How you don't know it? How you don't know, especially when you travel, you see the different. You see the West, they call abuse, and they're taking action. And you see us promoting abuse. How you don't know that's wrong? They know it, they're just evil. It's because of they've been tortured so much that they take away the humanity from their soul. But they know it. I'm not gonna agree that they don't know it. They know.
no, it's not. If I said that they don't know, it's not. It's like they don't understand. The problem is they don't understand. Our society, especially the African society, they don't really understand what is a human. Do you understand? They don't really
But one thing they
understand. They
understand is
don't
this is
study it.
not good. I know they know this is not good and they're still promoting
They
it.
know this.
They might
Yeah,
not know all the psychology behind it and all the damage behind it, but they know one thing, which is this is not good. Come on.
sister, they know it's not good, but understanding and knowing that something is not good and understanding human being is a two different thing.
Yeah.
You can even be with someone, for example, yeah. You can be with someone for so many years, but you can never know the person. You know what I mean? But these people, they don't understand. They don't understand how the human functions. Even the Europeans, they are trying to understand how the human functions, how emotion functions, how people react, what might cost. But Africa, they are just busy. They are just busy stealing and abusing. That's the only thing. Busy stealing, torturing.
Eating and dancing and having sex.
Dancing and having sex, and just making millions of kids and having so many wives.
This is
That's the
crazy,
problem.
man.
And the society, we need to. That's why I started by thanking you and telling you like what you're doing, it will pay. Today you might not harvest the fruit today, but you will harvest it in long time, or maybe when you're not here anymore, because whatever it gets into the internet, it never goes out. So what you doing, just keep on doing it. People like us will come on and help you to sensitize these people, because our society need to be sensitized. Our society need to be healed. Our society need to be more to be educated. The civic education, every African country should invest in it, and help to make the future generation to come to understand that. So
This is the only solution.
this is
Until
the
we
only
change this, we will
yeah,
never get
this is the
anywhere.
only, and even our education system in Africa. You know how many teachers are traumatized and how many kids?
They're beating them.
They're beating them. I've been beaten in
Very
school.
bad beating.
I have been kneeled
That
down.
one
I
like
have
that,
been
like guys.
punished by teachers. They're doing it. They ruin so many lives in our society. That's the reason why the education system in Africa is so low. So many kids are even scared to perform in a class, because they are afraid to have it wrong, and they will be getting beaten or be punished. So how that person can develop his mind when his mind is programmed and being tortured and being limited and being abused? How can that person develop his mind? This is the reason why the education of Africa is so poor.
Yes.
It's so poor. Because a lot
This
of
is the only
our
Africa
parents,
enemy.
our teachers, our leaders, they are all traumatized. They are all traumatized. So it's very sad. Me, this is what I have to say. So just keep on doing the good work, and and all the people that are here, just say to your parents that they should stop beating.
Thank you so much. I really
Africa,
appreciate it.
we need to build a better foundation right now. We need to create a better foundation, a better environment where, like, our kids now, they will feel free to express their feelings. They will feel free to speak out what they feel. Sometimes how in Africa, how many kids have been through how to say it, the French you call it a rape
Yes,
case.
essay.
They cannot even speak out. Some of them are being abused, and they cannot even speak out because they are scared. What they are scared of, when they're gonna say, they will say, "Wow, you're wahlo, so why you don't touch for me?" Why? Meanwhile, there's an uncle, or there's someone, a friend of an uncle, a friend of a mom is abusing the kid, is raping or molesting the child, but the child won't speak out. But because if the child speak out, they will say she's a liar, she's trying to do it, and they will beat her. And that's what's happening in our society. It's very sad to speak about it, but that's the truth. And we need to speak about it. We need to sensitize the people about it. So that's
Yeah.
Thank
what
you so much. I really
But
appreciate it.
Ami, for me, in my opinion, I think it's our government. They're supposed to pass the law to ban all this. You understand?
Yes, but us too,
For
we have to
me,
talk
yeah,
about it and
it's
ban it.
our government is the problem. They should ban it. Anyone who did it, you will go to prison. No
Yes, but we
mercy.
also
You
have to
know?
talk about it and ban it. Why? Because people can do it indoor without the government know it. Either it's the FGM or the severe child beating. You know Africans. So we also have to discuss that in our videos openly, happily, condemning it, promoting the talk, me or not, whoever is doing that. But we cannot be promoting that in the video, or whenever someone talk, you bully them, call them name and put their video down and go to where they're talking dancing and sex talk and dancing and fighting, insulting each other's mother private part. You go there and like and see and enjoy. And when you hear someone talking about this hard truth, this real thing that you've been through and it hurts you, when you hear it, it reminds you of it and you run away from it. That's not gonna, the government alone is not gonna help it, because we have to make a conversation from it openly, just like we're talking about marriages or sex or whatever people talk about, happily. And the video is having thousands of views, people happily liking and sharing. We have to be able to talk about this happily, so people that can do it secretly to hear it and know it's wrong. Because even if the government ban it, they would do it secretly, like they're saying they're gonna FGM the child when she's just born, brand new baby. They FGM the child and quiet and nobody will know. They're already saying that in the video physically, and tell you that they don't care, they will not stop. So
Yeah, because last year I know someone, he was marrying a 16 years old girl.
you see,
16. I say, wow, 16, small
in
girl,
Gambia, or
Yeah, in Gambia, yes, in Gambia. I know him personally.
You see, sometimes they even lie and say the child is 16 and the child is 14 or 15. Or the
Yeah,
child
it's
can be even
possible.
13 and they lie and say 16.
It's possible. It's not good. See, 16, even 18 is too small to get married. Even 18 is small. So for me, I think it's our governments, they are responsible for this, to ban it. Anyone who did it, you will face the law. You will go to prison.
Yes, the government
Prison
already
is
banned it
straight.
right now, the FGM. The FGM is banned and the underage marriage, but people are still doing it secretly. Brand new video interview from Dr. Aisatu. If you watch it, Kerifatu, she said that people are still getting married way before 16. 16 is even old. Way before 16, they're still getting married, but she said in the villages it's rampant. Especially when the
Yes.
child is beautiful. They love beautiful young children. They can't leave them alone, 80% of them. And when you talk about it, they say you're bullying them and you're making their name look bad.
You
And they
guys,
know what I'm talking about. A lot of people like children, Africa or not. A lot of people like younger people because they're sick. But they call pedophile though. They're not gonna call it,
Yeah.
you're making my name, my country name look bad. They call them pedophile and they put them to prison. But you are making it look like it's fine by saying that I should say that I should be quiet, and quiet is not gonna make it go away, by the way. And all of us cannot be quiet, by the way. The whole world know that. Because look at the tourist people when they go to Gambia, they're having young people to go out with. They know that the Gambian men themselves, a lot of them go with young people, which is why the people are having young people. The young people are used to adult, tourists
Yes.
or not.
I mean, our people, most of us, we are brainwashed. They brainwash us already. So they brainwash us. That is part of the real problem. They brainwash Africans so much. They brainwash us. Because even 18 years is small girl, and to do FGM also is not good. It's bad. You know, because we have some tribes and they are Muslim, they are Christian, but they don't practice FGM. So why other tribes are doing it? It's not good. So government should
They
intervene.
just pain. They like to give the
Yes, the
woman pain.
government should
Any time of
intervene.
pain, they encourage it.
Mm, yeah. For me, the government should intervene. But inside the government also, you'll see some MPs, they are Muslims or Christian, they will come and say, no, it's good. They will use the so-called religion and say it's good, which is bad. You know? So,
Anyone that want to help, just message me here and I can talk to you. I have an organization that I registered at the end of last year when I was in Gambia. Is to help prevent childhood trauma and to help the victim of childhood trauma and to help protect the youths. I go to schools and do speeches. You can do that if you want. When you go to Gambia, I can send you to high schools. You go and do speech and motivate them. Talk about self-love, self-dignity. Talk about the reality of people who are coming from abroad to sleep with young people. Why they shouldn't do it. The consequences of doing that. How some of them might even give them disease and the consequences of doing that. And just talk about violence and drug and addiction. I focus on that to make sure the youth don't go out stabbing each other, don't go out being having addiction with drugs and stuff. I focus on that a lot. You can focus on that if you want. But yeah, if you want to learn the speech or just want to learn how to help my organization or Gambia in general, me or not, you can message me. But yeah, we all have to do our best on talking about the truth, although it's embarrassing, but the whole world knows that what's going on there is not good. Either you talk about it or not, they're going and seeing it, like you're seeing, they're commenting, and they're hearing, and they can see us and our behavior here. They know what's happening, yeah? So they know that 80% of us is effed up, Gambia or not, cross Africa, okay? They know that, and that's why the country is effed up. Effed up people, effed up country. Fairness. They know that, and that's why we're running to their land. They know everything. You can't be choking them to love you when you're not going to talk about the reality. Because then they're going to say that, how can I love you when you're sick? And you're not talking about why you're sick and how to heal, how to fix your sickness. But you want me to love you like that. They can't love you like that. At least when they see that you're walking, you're not doing it for them, but you're doing it for yourself. So you don't have to even run from the trauma and pain and the consequence of the pain, which is why we're not developed. We don't have to run like a coward. We can stay in our country, only come here for holiday or if we want to, Not like we have to run by force because we can't breathe in Africa. I am a trained counselor. That's good. Then you can help them in that way to counsel them, because I need a counselor for my organization. So if you want to join my work, you can join me. It's because of this organization I'm back to college now. It's just we're on holiday now. But yeah, it's not a joke what's happening in, to Africa, especially that tiny 2 million Gambia. It's very sad. Just 2 million people, but the stuff that is going on there because of the way they program in Gambia is insane. And when you talk about the programming, you're finished. You don't allowed to talk about that at all. They're going to continue promoting the pain and torture of children, from FGM to severe beating to lack of school education to deny you opportunity in life to what's it called?
Hi, and Sister
Just
Ami.
horrible stuff. Hello, yes. Hello, baby Fi.
Sorry, I always want to join your live, but
Thank you so much.
normally I cannot join. Sometimes I do add, and I just joined, and there was a call that cut it off. That's why.
All right,
But
sorry
just
about that.
want to talk about this trauma that you were saying. I will not talk about others. I will talk about myself first, and then I can see the others. Because when I was in Gambia, with all those things that were happening to us or to me, it was like a normal thing, because they normalized it for us. That's what we are supposed to face. Beating us, torturing us, to them, that's normal. And we grow up seeing that as a normal thing. And when we grow up and leave the Gambia, that's when we know that this is a trauma that follows us to our entire life. Because I'm a victim of FGM. I'm a victim of
Oh,
FGM, I will say. And and it's a trauma to me that I will never forget until the day I will die. And
hey,
I'm still
Bisa.
moving on with the same thing. I'm still with it. I'm still, as I'm talking to you, I'm getting angry. I'm getting upset. My heart
I'm
is
so sorry.
pounding with anger because I am circumcised and with type 3 and been sealed again.
Oh my
Okay.
God.
So I
I'm
have
so
a
sorry,
pain that
sweetheart,
is
darling.
causing me, I'm having a pain that caused me, I would say it's a trauma that right now I'm talking to you, but I'm seeking. I'm seeking.
Oh,
When I heard someone say it about FGM, I get angry instantly. So before I was scared to come out. I was scared because I have someone that is living in England who always tell me to come out, talk about my problems. Maybe I can help others. But it was something that I was scared to do because like the way I see they doing it to you. They're
they're
insulting
bullying
you.
me. Yes.
They're bullying you. They're saying everything. I join a life that I tell them that I'm not talking about others, but I'm talking about my own experience with the pains that I'm feeling, with health issues that I'm facing. But they don't believe it. They don't believe it. I'm not asking anybody to believe me. I'm not
They
forcing
always say
anybody to believe
you
me.
are lying for
I just,
everything, like a
yeah, I
5-year-old.
just want to know about myself. I just want to. I mean, if I have to see my period, I will not walk for 5 days. My legs will swollen. I will not walk for 5 good days,
Hey, I'm so sorry,
and I
darling.
will I will have a pain that I will not understand where the pain is coming from. It's a
So the
continuous
type
pain
3,
that
can I please ask you again? The type 3 is the one that they take out this one and take
they
out
take
stuff
out everything. They take out everything
and then
and
they
seal
sew
it
it.
again. I'm not. No, I don't know. It was when I was in my 8 years, 7 or 8 years. That's when they did this to me. So I don't know. Is it seal or anything like that? But in Gambia, when
Yes.
I was having those pains,
Hey.
they will always tell me, when you get married, the pain will go. If you get married, the pain will be. But no,
No wonder
there is
why they
nothing like
always say
that.
that when you get married, the pain will go. So they mean like, because they when they normally FGM and they close the little hole, with something, they close it, they put there to close.
I mean, they will close everything and leave a little hole for you that you can urinate, and if where you can urinate. And when you're seeing your period, the way the blood have to pump out to come, it will
It
not
will
be
not
like
come
that.
out. So
It
the
will
same
not
when
come
you
out
get
fully
married,
the way it's
then your
supposed to
husband
be.
can break that thing. So then the pain will go. I think that's what they mean,
No,
yeah?
before your husband will get to you, you will have to go to an old lady who they call Nyansimba. Nyansimba is the person that cuts you. They will
Yes.
go to that person.
Keep tapping and sharing
They
the
will
video, guys.
open
It's
you
only
up.
2 here. One single 2 here. You have to
They
tap
will
and share
open
the
you
video.
up.
It's not easy for her to be talking like that. And you have to donate her and support her, please.
Yeah, because
Keep going, sis. You're going to help a lot
can
of
I
children.
brief a
Keep
little
going.
bit?
As you know, this is still happening in Gambia. You can hear it. Yes, keep going.
Let me brief a little bit, okay?
Yes, breathe a little bit. Take a deep breath and keep going. You have to just keep going.
They
You'll
will,
get
they
used
will,
to it. Mm-hmm.
yeah, because I can speak in Wolof also, but just because I joined here and I see you speak in
Yeah,
English,
this
so I will
video
have to speak
is
in
English.
English
That's
so
why.
that
Yes,
people
keep going.
that cannot speak English will understand the way what I'm saying. Okay, so the old lady will take a razor blade and open you up, and then you will go directly to your husband. Because if not, it will be closed again. Unless you have someone who is a doctor who can go and give you a minor operation. They call it a minor operation, and that's not a minor operation.
Exactly.
If you are saying that that's not minor operation, that's an operation.
Yes. To
So
open
you
the thing,
still go
because
on
of
with
they
those
close
trauma.
it with something. They normally use, they say the blood that come out of here, they use it with
They
something
say
that
they use herbal.
tomato or
There are
whatever it
some
is.
herbal leaves. They say there are some herbal leaves that you use, and then they will do it inside there. So I don't know.
Yes.
I don't know who did that to me. I can remember the person, but if it was today, I would take them to court because there's a special thing that's in me because of the way I'm feeling, the way my family members see me struggling with this sickness, struggling with this trauma, struggling with everything. They're scared to take their kids to do this FGM. And for now, I am ready to stand and talk about it. And stand
Good.
and talk about this early marriage that is already been coming up in Gambia. We
Good.
are not supposed to allow that.
Message me here, sis. Message me here
Most of
and we can talk and you join the fight. I really need people to join this fight. It's not easy. A lot of people are watching me alone, talking and crying, and people bullying me. I rather they bully me till I die than me watching this continue.
I mean, they
Why we
don't
have to watch this
understand.
continue?
Those
We are
people
women
that are
and we have
bullying,
children and we can talk to protect children.
I mean, those people that are bullying, they don't know what is going on.
They know it.
Like I
They
always
saw it.
said, who feels it knows it the best.
Yeah, some of the men, yeah, they don't
Who
know.
feels
Yes,
it
the men
knows it the
especially.
best. So there was a life that I was talking to, when I was telling them about my problem, some people were there writing down that I am lying.
Yes.
And I told the person, I'm here. I did not consider those people that are writing. Now, I'm not looking at those people. Those people are not the reason why I came here. I just came here to show you that let's stop FGM because it's not healthy. There is nothing healthy in that. They are saying it's in Quran. That's not true. There is nothing like FGM in the Quran. It's Sunnah. There is nothing like FGM in the Sunnah. We are all Muslims. It's only God who knows who is haram. It's only God who knows who is going to hell or in heaven. So nobody knows. When I see you people typing for you, telling you you are not good, you're going to hell, you are going to this, I just laugh and said, these people, I don't know when will I have the chance to talk to Ami so that I can express myself and talk to him so hard that I am part of the victims. I am working, but deep down in me, I'm not who I'm supposed to be because
You
I get
see?
angry easily. I get angry easily. This trauma is thick in my head. This is just...
This is very bad. Huh? This is why African women get angry quickly. This is why our mothers used to get
Yes.
angry quickly, beating us because of the beating and torturing and pain they endure. Stop
I mean, my
traumatizing
mom is not,
children.
my mom is Wolof. I mean, my mom is Wolof. She does not know this. But the way she see me, the way she see me, she always said to me, I am sorry. She is always on to me. Every
Oh.
time she would tell me, are you okay? I'm sorry, forgive me. If I know this was going to be like this, I will never allow them to do it for you.
So this didn't happen to her, but she let that
So
happen to
let
you.
people understand what is going on. Yeah, because she is Wolof and you know exactly how Gambia is. If you don't go through it, they have a name that they will call you, a Solima.
Yes, they bully you for not going through
Yeah,
it.
I speak English. They bully
This
you
is
for not
insane.
saying going
Sorry.
through FGM, and that's not the fact. We're just human beings. If this was something, this is If we are supposed to be cut, God will do it. He
Can I say
created us
something,
exactly
please?
the way we are. So let leave us the way we are.
Can I say something, please? You
So
see,
I will just stay down and listen to you guys for a meantime. Let me brief a little bit because I'm
Yes, come
fasting and
back
I'm
again,
getting
darling,
more
please. I really
stressful.
appreciate it.
The trauma is too much.
you see,
Yes, I'm so sorry. I
Okay,
wish
you
I was
can
there
just
to
send
hook
me
you.
a message. Then no, it's
you
fine.
see.
I will just hold on to it.
Let
But
her
you
finish,
can just
please.
send me a
Yeah.
message. I will just send me a message. I will
Yes,
give
I
you my
already
contact
sent you.
number. Then I will be contacting you.
Yes, I'm
Okay, Annie.
already following you back now.
I will just mute and I will just mute and listen to other.
You see.
Okay.
I'm tired.
Sorry, my sister.
Oh,
Sorry.
I'm so sorry, sis.
Sorry.
I'm so sorry.
You see.
Wait, please.
You see.
Wait, please.
Please.
Jam,
Hello.
please wait. Please, brother, wait 2 seconds. Let me talk to her, please. It's not easy to do this for the first time. I know this because this is what happened to me the first time I speak up. It was very hard. I also speak up first time on somebody else's live video who interviewed me and she ended up bullying me with it anyway. But that's a long story, but that's fine. Everyone end up bullying me because the way I'm fighting for my Askan to stop the nonsense they're doing and the self-hate that the nonsense lead us to and how we have to love ourselves by force learn it and we will get used to it, although it's hard because nobody teach us that. But anyway, me when I first speak up, I remember that night I didn't sleep because of the comments. Some of them were saying, oh, this is sad, this is insane. And then some of them were saying, oh, she's traumatized, she's finished, her life is messed up. All of these comments are not good. And then some of them were saying, this is not true, this is too much. All of these comments are not good. This is true. Nobody will come and talk about their childhood trauma just for people to like the video and see her, knowing fully well that you will use it to bully them. You will not even want to marry them, lot of you. Or when you marry them, you even use it to bully them, lot of you. This Askan Africa community, especially Gambia and Senegal, which is what I know the most. Keep tapping and sharing the video, guys. Thank you. This lady, you cannot come because you don't have enough followers, but you have more followers and then you will come. But keep tapping and sharing and message me here if you want to talk to me. I'm going to give you guys WhatsApp number next time I come. So anyone that cannot come can call the WhatsApp number and talk and people will hear you. So don't worry. But yeah, what was I saying? Us Africans, especially Gambia and Senegal, when you talk about what you've been through, people use it to bully you. Even one man on this TikTok, he's called Typical. He talk about the bagway journey through the sea and what he been through and the pain and trauma. People bully him for that, telling him you are crazy, you're talking about your secret and your private life, you're stupid, you're mad. When he have a fight with people, they're telling him that. Not to mention you as a woman talking about your childhood trauma. Like I said, the Askan, the community, they don't like it when you talk about pain and trauma. They will call you names, even though we all have to talk about and focus on this so the community can stop doing this, so we can finally heal and the children will grow up not having this, so we can finally be humans. So I really know what your feelings is, but I want you to know that people like you who listen to me and have the courage to come because of me and appreciate my work, no matter how much they bully me, you're going to have other people that also listen to you and have the courage to come, and you're going to help other people to not do this to their children because you've been through it. Me, I'm not FGM. I'm not caught, but I've been through the underage child marriage. I've been through the severe child beating. I've been through the lack of school education growing up. No going to school at all. So those three that motivate me to fight like this for FGM and the rest of the stuff to all stop. You too, you have the right to fight for FGM and the rest of the stuff because you too experience the FGM. So please, don't feel bad about you talking. Don't feel like my family, they're going to think like I'm talking. My mom will feel bad or my family. I know how we feel. I feel that sometimes, especially when I was new. This is the reason why it took me years before I start talking. Thinking about it. My mom might think that I don't like what she did to me. My mom might think that I hate her. My mom might think this. But I realized that I have to talk to my mom and let her know I'm going to talk to make awareness because of this pain. I don't want other children repeating this. And if we all quiet, it's going to get worse. I'm going to talk to her like this nicely and I'm going to start talking. It's up to her. Let me finish 2 seconds, please. Just for her and others that are listening. It's up to my mom to understand that. And it's up to her to not understand it because some old women don't want to understand nothing. They just want you to shut up and die so we can all continue, so the young generation will continue, so we can just continue having this trauma, us Africans. So to break the trauma, you have to ignore all of that, block all of that, and just talk. But talk with love and respect. You're not talking because you hate your parents. You're just making awareness. Yeah, it's up to people to take it somewhere else. You're still gonna have the group of people that is gonna appreciate you, and you prevent them from doing that to their children, and you save the children life, and you just keep talking. And also, the more you talk, the more you heal and accept the pain. And the more people support your talk, the more the pain is healing, and the more you accept the pain. Compared to when you're just hiding, feeling alone with the pain, having the pain on you. So please, be proud of yourself. And I'm really happy and I'm really proud of you. You people like you is why I'm talking, no matter how much I've been bullied. Whenever I see the wrong, I'm going at it because of people like you who is promoting my work, seeing the work, knowing that you're going to have a lot of people that are going to hate you for the work, but you have to close your eyes and just do the work no matter what. I really appreciate that you come here. You're very brave. You're going to make a difference. We all have to come together and make a difference and keep going. And yeah, that's just what I want to say. Now we can allow the rest of the people to talk, please. Sister Oli, you came in, but maybe we're gonna allow Brother Jam to finish, so maybe you can continue. Brother Jam, do you want to say something that you wanted to say, so you can just finish with your talk, maybe, so we can give the others. Thank you, guys. Keep typing and sharing.
What I want to say is, you see, when the jihadists came to Africa, when they brought Islam to Africa, they were slave owners. They came to enslave Africans. You know, so they came with the ideology of slavery. So the mutilation was part of their program because they were also castrating the men too.
Can I just say one thing, please? You know why I believe what you said? Because when the FGM people, they beat them. The traditional way is the FGM like hundreds of children or more, or 50 or more, and put them in one big room and take them in the jungle even, or take them in the middle of nowhere outside of the village, and they beat them every morning, serious beating, for no reason, guys. For no reason, after they already caught them.
Yes.
Especially the boys.
Yes,
For 1
exactly.
month or more
History.
than
It's
1 month.
true.
So
They said
you see,
they beat us because they said they want us to obey. They are disciplining us so we can get used to know who is an
Wow.
elder, know how to talk. That's why they're beating us. Bro,
so you
sorry, I'm
see,
sorry, brother.
Yes, they beat you to obey. They still do that, telling you how to obey your elders. So that means they used to beat them to obey the slave masters. It's true.
yes, you understand.
It's
So that
true.
was where it started. So the people that they left, the people that were their workers, their stooges, took over from them, and they saw it as culture. And they started implanting those ideologies and made it to become a culture. You know, so when those people left, so they continued, they took off what they continued where those people left off. So that's why you see the ill treatment in Islamic schools. They flog, they beat, they treat you lesser than human. But
True.
go to the Arabic world today. You don't see them beating their children. But because of
Exactly.
these people have so much hate on us black people and they treat us less than human. That's why you
True.
see till today most of the what do they call them? People who work in homes, like the Africans working with the Arabs, are treated less than human because it's the same ideology they have.
Yeah.
You understand? And before
Thank
any
you so
one of
much
them,
for saying that. Now let's
before
let
any
the
one
sister
of
on
them
top to
come
speak a little
from
bit.
me,
I really appreciate you.
I'm a Muslim. You understand? I
All right. So you
understand.
know this because you're
So I
Muslim,
know
yes.
these things. You know, I know these things from first hand. Because I've been beaten before in Islamic school, and my mom went to call the police, and they advised her that if she called the police, the community are going to gather her and beat, and do a
Oh
job.
my God. Is
So
that
that
in
was,
Nigeria?
yeah, in Nigeria.
They all the same. They all sick.
You know, and then that was why I had to stop going to Islamic school, and they had to bring a malam to the house to teach us. You understand?
Insane.
You understand? So it's the same all over, but it is the slave is the when people say there's no slavery in Islam, it's not true. They came, they were castrating our men and mutilating the women.
Yes. To keep us to have pain and trauma.
Yes. And
So we cannot develop.
why they do that is because many of them do not want their masters to be sleeping with our women, and many of them don't want the women to be pregnant. They want them to be productive in the slave activities.
Yeah, to do work.
Yes, and then that was how it now became a culture for the
You
black
are
people
right,
because we
because
don't
especially when
reason.
you think about it, the cutting of everything and
They
then
cut off everything.
until nothing can fit in there.
Yes, and they
When
don't
she's
want.
peeing, her pee have to drop. Like tip, tip. Sometimes some Somalia people will come into the video and they'll talk. As I
Yes,
continue this work
they
after
don't
Ramadan
want.
especially, you see they'll come. They will tell you that when they pee, when they finish doing it, they'll tell you to go and pee. When you pee, when they hear the pee coming, churr, they will sew it again. They say the pee have to be like toop, toop.
Yes, it
You'll be
is.
peeing for hours and your pee will never finish because it's
Yeah,
inside. Oh
it
my
is a
God.
slavery
So they do that so
ideology.
they don't have sex. It makes sense.
Yeah,
Everything makes
they
sense.
don't want them to be having sex. They don't want them to have children. They don't want them to be
This
productive.
is slavery. So
So
we are now slaving our own people now then. Because
yes,
our
we
own
are
people
not.
are doing it
But
now to
when
help
you bring
ourselves.
up these issues to Malams, they get angry. They get angry. I'm like, this is. I have done research. I started researching this thing when I was age 15. How old am I now? I'm close to my 40s. So you can imagine the amount of books I had to go through to even find that most Arabs were slave owners. You know, and it's so painful. And when I see them do this to my sisters and I get furious. But it's
Thank you
difficult
so much. I really
to
appreciate
talk
men
about
like
this.
you and like the other guys that was here supporting my work. Let's let this other sister talk a little bit. I really appreciate it. And I'm gonna have to go maybe in half an hour or so. But I might come back later on tonight or something. But I really appreciate all of you, honestly. But let's let the other sister talk. Hello, Sister Oli. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it, especially you men that is coming and talking about this. Because you men, especially African men, you guys are on top. You guys are at the head of the women. So you have to condemn this. And then we can condemn it. Not the women alone. So I really appreciate all of you men that are behind this. My God bless you. Give you very healthy, successful life. Everything good you want in life, my God give you. You guys have a heart. The men that with a heart, they're not gonna condemn this. They're not gonna be like, my mom is doing this or my father is doing this. I'm not gonna condemn it. Like some of our men said. They will say this right in the Gambian parliament that I can't condemn FGM and stuff because my mom is doing it. Okay? And them men, they're supposed to tell the mom, I love you, but this is wrong, but they can't do that. A man is not to be weak. A man is to be strong. To be strong is not just power. No, to be strong is here. You take a decision. Even if people get angry, you take the right decision. That's what being a man is. Thank you so much. Sister Oli,
Hello, I agree.
welcome. Mhm.
How are you?
Thank you so much. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. First of all, I'm saying sorry to baby. Is a baby Fuzzy,
Yes.
and we encouraging her to speak up because this is part of healing.
Hmm.
Yeah, like I said, when I first came to your live stream, I was panicking, and you could tell from my voice. It's not easy because people have to
Yes,
go.
you also speak first time in my life, yeah.
Yeah, people have to go through a lot of trauma and fight with their emotions before they can come on this type of platform to be able to express themselves. But that's a step ahead, you know. If you are able to do that, then that means that you will find some healing along the way. And if you don't heal, you can't move on. You need to heal first.
Yes.
Yeah, that's one thing I've learned. You need to heal, and by healing, you need to talk. You
And
know,
you have the blessing of saving others from doing this to their children.
yeah,
Because a lot of
because
people are on
because
TikTok and
because
they're in
yeah,
Africa or they're here abroad and they still
because
take their children to Africa to get this done.
the
Or
thing
they're in
is, if
Africa
you
and they're
if
on
you
TikTok
yeah
and they're still getting their fresh babies done. So let's
yeah,
continue talking.
I mean, if you don't heal, you cannot help a society.
Hmm.
You know, if you don't heal, there is no way you can even help your kids. You can't have a
Exactly.
healthy relationship because your mind is still not letting you talk about the things
But what about people that, for example, they're not going to do
that
that to
are
their
affecting
children?
you. Go
What
on.
do you think about people that will not do that to their children, but they're promoting it for other children, saying that it's good?
Because they are not healed, they are in denial. That's what that's where I was coming from. When you are in denial.
They say it's good, and they will not do it to their children, though, especially the ones
That's
abroad. Some of them
that.
don't do it to their children. They know it's not good. That's why they don't do it to their children. But they'll say that it's good, blah blah,
Me, I
for
can,
other
I
children
can,
to
I
have with
can
them.
openly tell you that most of the people that are fighting FGM in Gambia, people that I know, most of them have been through it, and they're fighting against it.
Exactly.
Because those people, they have traveled, they learn, and they have understand that this wall cannot go, Gambia cannot go without us enlightening ourselves and just try to leave the fact that okay,
Some of
as
them
long
are there. They've not even traveled, but they're also against it. Sometimes they come to my
yeah,
video against it.
yes, it's just like when you talk about domestic abuse, early marriage, and all of that. Some people will believe that, oh, early marriage is good because they have been through it. But deep inside them, they know that it's not good.
Yes, and some haven't even been
Yeah,
through it, and they are men, by the way, but they like
yeah,
children.
they know that it's not good. It has
They are like children when they are men, and they say in Ali
yeah, it
Mari is
really has
fine.
affected them. But what I'm trying to say is, people like you have a special gift that you don't even know, because we're dealing with a sick society. Most of our people in Gambia, when you talk about certain sensitive issues, they take it so personal and forget about the harm that this is causing. They forget totally about the harm. Like you said, people are in Europe and they will never ever take their kids to do FGM. One, because they know the complication. And secondly, they have educated themselves, or they have been in a white land country, and they tell them that because of this thing that you have been through, it's giving you this complication. But they will sit with that because of societal belief, culture, and
But
tribal.
they also will say that if you don't want to do it, it's fine. If you want to do it, it's fine. Me, I know I will
No,
never
it's
do it to
not
my children.
fine.
But why
It's
is
not
Amy
fine
talking
because
about it? It's not her business.
it's not fine because it's science. This has nothing to do with individual interest. There are records out there, and now the internet is here for you to go and research and look and see the harm that this is causing to the society and to women. Do you understand? So, like I said, some people, they just want to be in denial, and that's the worst part of being a human being.
Oh my God.
Because even for you to be able to heal to something like a pain or trauma, you need to accept. If there is no acceptance, you can't move. You can't educate yourself. You can't move on. You know,
True.
yeah. And also, you need to have the courage and understand that when people come and attack you or bully you, just understand that these people, they need help,
Yes.
because any normal person will not attack somebody who will come and sit down and talk about their experience. Like she said, like Baby Fizzy said, who feels it knows it.
Exactly.
Yeah, you talk about stuff that you feel. We have all been through child beating, child trauma, and it affects us. Like when I came here, I have to start dealing with anxiety, you know, start to fix my life up and say, okay, this is not acceptable. I shouldn't have accept this. You need to you start picking yourself up. And then
Yes, because when you come here, you are alone, and when you're alone, it's gonna make you reflect. And also, when you come here and you don't see that very common,
yes, so it's yeah,
it
it's
makes you
just like
realize
when
that,
we go
oh,
back to
why are they
Gambia,
doing
people
this?
will say, oh, this person is behaving like Tubac. No, it's because we moved here and then we learn new things, and then we go back to Gambia or wherever we come from, and we will not accept certain things that we have been accepting. Like you can have something to tell your mom or your parent, and then you're like, Mom, why can't we discuss this? But in their head, they feel like you're disrespecting them. There is no dialogue, like there is no communication. They don't want to communicate. So everything has to be like rocket science. You need to use your sense.
Or they'll just tell you, for example, they'll just be like, I guess I'm a bad mom then. I'm a bad mother then.
Yeah. Or you just go to your mom as a child and want to express yourself, and they say, Lajumala, get out. Just bully you, just, treat you anyhow. And that's why we grow up with this type of attitude. Even in our marriages, we don't talk about the things that affect us. And this damage us, and it damage our kids. Do you understand? So
Yeah.
for me personally, every Gambian who have grown up in the Gambian society know that there is child bullying. Women are going through a lot domestic abuse, and society have normalized these things. Like your husband will beat you, and you dare not even go to the police number to start with. Or when you go to your parent to explain, oh, what did you do for him to do that to you?
Exactly.
They will not even listen to you. Or maybe you will have a problem in your marriage, and instead of them calling you and your husband, no, they will talk to you separately.
Only you, they have to talk
Yeah.
to you only.
Or tell the woman, oh, you are a woman, you don't have sense, like the way the way your breast is falling down, that's how your brain is. We use these terms, and these
Yeah,
things.
they said women, they use that their favorite term
Yes,
is woman brain. Let me explain this. Their favorite term is woman brain is upside down, just like the breast is down. The way
exactly,
the breast is down like that, that's how the brain is down.
exactly. This is wrong.
Some
This
of
is
them say this a lot.
like this is totally wrong, and that's why if you go to the courthouse, too much of
This is
divorce.
Gambia and Senegal, by the way. They
Yeah,
say
too
this,
much of
especially
divorce,
Senegalese.
too much of
Senegalese people
divorce.
use that word worse than Gambian, by the way.
Yeah, this is so sad. We should just eliminate all these things in our society. We should, because at the end of the day, if we want to live a healthy and bring up our kids in a healthy and friendly environment, we should be able to have an open mind, try to
Exactly.
communicate with our children, know what is good for them, what hurts them, you know and then you will grow up with that. Even if you go to a house, or you go to your husband's house, and you know that this is not the right way for them to treat me, then you will be able to speak out for yourself. But because they've made the woman to be so low, in a sense that no matter how, you just have to take anything anyhow.
Exactly.
You know,
And we're tired now and they don't like it.
yeah.
They want us to keep pretending and faking like our mothers and our grandmothers. But what they have to know is that our mothers and grandmothers, they were faking like everything is happening, just dancing and cooking and dancing and faking,
Yeah,
because they don't have human right.
exactly.
And
So
now everyone knows about human right. Even our government, when they do something we don't like, we are screaming on the government because we know human right. So,
me
Sister
personally,
Amin,
I just feel like all those men who are promoting FGM, in their head, the only benefit they want to use is how to control the woman, how to body shame them, and just play with their emotions and feeling. Because the way these things, the way
what
they
do you
go
think
with
about
these
sis?
things.
What do you think about men? What do you think about men who say that FGM is good, FGM is good to promote FGM, but then when they come to Wall of Women like me who are not FGM, they're like, oh, I love Wall of Women. They're not FGM. They're so nice and wet. I love it.
Because they're sick. They're sick. That's what I can say.
And they're evil. Like
There's
they like the
the
not
thing is,
FGM women even
there are
because
so many there are
the
so
FGM
many
women.
psychopaths in our society, and we don't know. Like
Why is that why is that they lying that they like the FGM women when they come into women like me and they're like, oh, I love Wall of Women. They're not FGM. They're so nice and wet.
I
I mean,
mean,
listen,
I
we're
mean, sorry, Olimata. Thank you for what you said about me. I'm really grateful. I really appreciate it. But I just want to go. Then I will have to go down to the live. Maybe when you are back, you can just share me the link. Then I
Okay.
will come back again. But with everything, those men that are saying that, they don't even know what they are saying. Most of them that are discriminating us, they don't know what they are saying. They just feel like, I want to say it, then I will say it. And the worst thing that I always get angry is our grandmom or our great grandmom, our mom did it. Those people are with so many complications in their body, so many problems, so many health problems, and they don't know that it is caused by this. They don't know.
Exactly.
Because
And they
they
say
don't
that they have no
know.
problem and that
They
they're
don't
healthy and they
speak
have
out.
lots of
Because
children.
before they don't speak out. You know, like now
And still now they are not speaking out.
they will
Yes,
Still
let
they
now
still
they are
have to
not
speak up.
speaking out.
they
Still
don't.
now they will use it as it's a taboo for you to speak up to
True.
what is going
I'm
on.
not seeing
That's
any
the
of the
word they
old
say.
women active
It's a
about this thing.
taboo.
No, I'm not seeing that.
Now, they will tell you it's a taboo. You are not supposed to say it. So
Crazy.
when you start talking about it, they will discriminate you, start insulting you, like you're going ahead of your elders. This is something that is found here. You cannot remove this from us. Yes, that's what they will
Crazy.
always tell you.
Because the reason is because my mom is a Sarahule, so I've seen things with my eyes, and I know people who have been through this and they have lots of complication from it, right? But the reality is, for me, I can tell you, even when I was seeing my period, I was so traumatized because I was not informed. That's to start with, number one. There are certain things they don't talk. Parents in Africa, most of them will feel shy. I don't know what word to use, but they will not even want to talk about womanhood with their children. Even when you get married, they don't educate you how to behave with your husband, what to expect.
No, no,
These
no.
things, most of the
For
time you
me,
have to.
the first time seeing my period, my mom said to me, "If you sit in a man's bed, you will get pregnant."
Okay, they said if you sit in a man's, my mom said that even if I get close to a man, I can get pregnant. So I
Yeah,
should not even
that's
dare.
what they told me. So
Even
Instead
if
of
it's
telling
I
you
will,
the actual thing, you
I will
know.
be
yeah.
back. I will be back again if you see me the life. I
Yeah,
will have
but
to go. I'm closing from work.
please, before you go, listen, you're doing this for yourself. You're not doing it for anybody. You're doing it for yourself and for yourself. And that's the most important thing. And your mental health is number one. Do you understand? So anything that you think you feel like talking about, do it. I will encourage you. Because that's
And for the other children to not have the
I have to
same.
learn the hardest way. Before I used to keep things in myself. Oh, I don't want this person to hear this. I don't want. No, you need to free your mind, your soul, your everything, your emotions. Let it out. At least you will help. Even if you help one person, wallahi, you will get the reward. I'm telling you. And everybody knows the truth. Do you understand? Everybody knows the truth. Sometimes people know that you're saying the truth, but because they have been through it or because it's part of their culture or they're in a particular group, they don't want to acknowledge it.
They're just wicked.
Yeah. So like Ami said, you have to be strong and just speak your mind. That's the most important thing.
Because they're gonna even call
Yeah.
you now or write to you now. They
And
might do that
whoever
and tell you,
comes to you and
don't go back to
attack
Amy
you,
talking. Don't talk
you need
about
to
your private
understand
life.
that,
You see how people are
that's how
bullying
the
Amy. They will
person
do that to you.
is. Me, if you come and insult me, I just feel like you're full of hate. You're full of. Listen, when I was in a live today, and because he shared the live, I went there. But when I see the group of people there, I was like, oh my god, I don't even wish Ami to speak up to be part of this because certain
Yes, and they were
platform,
bullying me, but I don't care.
you just know. Do you understand?
Yeah,
You just
I
know.
understand.
Yeah. So
They
please,
were
sis.
bullying me again and
Thank
telling me
you.
you're out
Yeah,
Thank
of
you
topic.
so
They will
very
still
luck.
say
much.
that to
Good
me.
luck. And I'm gonna follow you now.
Thank you. I will follow you back. Thank you so very much. Because of the way I see what they did
Yeah.
doing to Ami. So that's why I am scared. I'm
We
scared
all
to come out and tell my problems. But it
no.
You
seems
see?
like it's better to speak it out because, like I said, the more I talk about it, the more I get angry.
And
Nobody
Don't
will
worry,
say
you'll get used
anything
to
to
it
me.
because
I
you're not
will
used to
just get
talking
angry.
about it.
Sometimes I will just close myself in my room,
but you need to remember
no
that it's not your
nothing else.
fault.
I will
You
just
shouldn't
lay
blame
down.
yourself. It's not your fault. Don't blame yourself. Don't ever
Message
blame
me and you can
yourself.
work with me.
The
You can work with my
complication of health,
organization to help
the
end
health
this.
problem it caused to me. That's why the health problem that I'm facing, the trauma, the stress, everything. Like everything is like everything just.
Baby, baby, don't worry. Just
I will
message
be
me and
back.
you're gonna work with me. You
Yeah,
can work with me
inshallah,
with my organization. That's gonna help you
inshallah,
heal and you're gonna
inshallah.
help other children.
Okay, thank you. I will be
Yes.
back. Just
Just
send me,
message
see
me and
me,
I'll
then
give
I
you
will
my
be back.
WhatsApp immediately after the live video,
Okay,
inshallah.
and thank you for the support. Thank you for the advice.
You're
I really
welcome. No,
appreciate
I really
everything.
appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Okay,
You're
thank you.
very
Bye bye,
brave,
guys.
braver than me because you're seeing how they bully me all these years and you still have the gut to talk. Oh my God. Salute you. Salute you. All right, sis, continue. Yes.
Yeah. So I mean,
Thank you,
these
sir.
are, I think these are the things that affect our society, and
Mm-hmm.
we don't want to talk about it. And if you talk about it, people come and say, "Oh, where is sutura? Where is this? Where is that?" How can we give our children a good society then?
Sis, can I just say something there, please, before you continue? They have no sutura. Sutura is keeping secret, by the way, for some of you that don't know what sutura. What is keeping secret is when you have secret for your friend, you don't bring it out, especially when you're not happy with her.
Exactly,
Every single
exactly.
time when they're not happy with their friend, they make a live video explaining every single secret they know and even more.
That exactly, and that's why a lot of Gambians will not associate themselves
And
with
they
other
always
Gambians.
gossiping, either they're happy with you or
Because,
not. They're always
because the
gossiping
thing
your
is, they're
secret.
so comfortable in gossiping,
Abuse
like
is
on
not
the
secret. It's
phone,
called abuse.
and then when they fall out, everybody will come out and say, "Oh, you said this, you said this, you said." That is not gonna help our society. That is not gonna help our children, and it's not gonna help the future of the kids tomorrow. Do you understand? My point is, my point is,
Walaikum
Yeah.
salam.
They
Hold
call
on,
it
sorry,
car,
please. Sorry,
car.
2 seconds, please. You hold on,
yeah,
and everybody hold on, please. 2 seconds. This lady here, this user here, she says she's a counselor, and she's watching. She want to help, and to cancel the caller that just left, or any of my people that need counseling. No problem. Message me here, sweetheart. We can talk. I'll give you my WhatsApp, and I'll connect you with people that need counseling, please. Okay? Because that caller there that left, she's gonna message me. She's gonna have my WhatsApp. You two message me. I give you my WhatsApp, please. Okay? Thank you very much. Asha, keep tapping and sharing, guys. Yes, continue, guys. Sorry.
I mean,
Mm-hmm.
when we were young,
Mm-hmm.
right? We were living with our parents.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you will go out and somebody might abuse you outside or do something to you.
Mm-hmm.
You're even scared to go and tell your mom because you don't have that open conversation with your parents, because you
Mm-hmm.
feel like if you go and tell your mom that this person has done this thing to me, they will blame you for it. They will beat you up for it. So, a lot of people in our society have grown up with these um, childhood trauma and this type of abuse without speaking.
Mm-hmm.
Do you understand? And like you said, sometimes when these things happen to you, even for you to have a happy marriage is hard because you're not healed. You don't have the proper coaching to to be able
That's
to
why our
help.
marriages are full of cheating and lying and anger and
Yes,
neglect.
because sometimes
Both
you can
sides, for the
even see
man's
your
side and
husband,
the woman's side.
like
This is
sometimes you can see,
serious.
sometimes your husband can do something that you don't like, and because of the way you have been brought up, you will not even let him know, and that will continue and
And you
continue
keep building up the pain and anger.
and building up the pain. And some women will end up doing something very bad or very nasty to their husband, which is not good. That's why we should
Mm-hmm.
encourage communication, because when you communicate, so many of us don't even know how to dialogue, like
Mm-hmm.
simple conversation. If you
And the
want to
person
start,
that have to listing also don't know how to listing. They get angry when they're listing
they
in.
get
They get angry
angry.
and just cut you and start
Yes.
arguing.
And we've been seeing this on a lot of platforms. Lots of platforms you will go and just speak your mind, and somebody will just come up and start insulting you. You have to shut up. You don't have to say this. It's a free wall. You have the right to say what you feel and to say it how you feel it.
Exactly.
Do you understand? But
Especially someone like me is worse. Whatever live I go, I
yeah,
don't even go to a lot of live videos now because of that. Today the live video I was, the owner sent me request. That's why. You can send the person request here and they can see on the screen
well,
that they have to click and go in the
you
live.
can you
That's why I
can
went there. If not, I don't even go.
well,
Because
I
everywhere I go, they're like, oh, I miss out of topics. She's crazy. She's angry. I'm like,
no.
what the hell, man? They
They,
make you look like you're crazy for just telling the truth.
well, that's their opinion. That's anybody is open to their opinion.
Thank you for joining the page, brother. Thank you. I join you too, brother Boots. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone. Yeah, keep tapping and sharing. Thank you for everyone that's joining the page.
That's their opinion. Yesterday too, there was this guy who, I think his name is it Paos or something. He went to
Mm-hmm.
another live, which I was listening because I watch this live sometime,
Mm-hmm.
and Everybody was bullying him. Oh, you don't have to say this. Oh, you don't have. Oh, let the woman speak. I'm
Oh
like,
my God. What did he say that they're bullying him for?
I think they were talking about politics. But sometimes this politics, even from politics, they try to culturalize it, tribalize the politics. And if you want to go in those type of platform, it's like you will get a whole bunch of attack. When are
True.
we gonna move on? When are we gonna move forward? When? When? If you come out and talk about your experience, they say you are lying, you are mad, you are this, you are that.
It's sad and funny.
Come
True.
on. I think we should find a way to live a better society and be able to, accept each other and
And sis,
understand that.
what do you think about when you're talking, they're saying that you wonder why people to pay you money?
No, if you want the white
Oh
people
God.
to pay you money, you are in England, you are legal here. You can go and make your money.
Sis, do
That
you even think you two, you're in England? Do you think that white people will pay you money for just you on your TikTok or your Facebook talking about
no,
your sick community to stop, and they just pay you a bunch of money for that? Who does that?
no, 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 no,
They don't
no.
even watch you. They don't even care. The government
Well,
don't
they
even
will
care
say
about,
anything.
you know.
Sometimes people like this, they will just say anything just to put you down or to discourage you from talking. Because the reality is, yeah, we are not perfect. The reality is, we have a sick society. Some of us, we need to change our attitude towards women, children, each other. And some of these things is like all of us or most of us have been through it, like not listening to our children. I have kids here, and to be quite honest, I'm proud of my parents, but there are certain things and certain way that they brought me up with. I didn't choose to use it on my kids. Like, I will not shout on my kids. If they do something wrong and I know they do something wrong, I'll prefer to sit them down and talk to them.
Mhm.
Do you understand?
And not
Lot
beating them for every little wrong thing
No,
they
no, no,
do.
no, 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 no. Yeah. So, like, there are a lot of things that I have to learn myself to be able to parent my kids the best way I can. Because I just believe that in our society, you will even see your mom's friend who will come and pick you in your house and go and make you do domestic work whilst you need to study and focus on your papers. And if you don't do it, they have the ability to beat you up and your mom will not say anything. I've been through it. And I just
Mhm.
feel like all those things were so wrong. Do you understand?
And also, I like it that you say that. Can I say one thing also that is linked to that? Even us abroad here, for example, a lot of people, their children, why their children are hyper and not focused, and like why the children now are on stuff and just not focused or whatever they're on, you cannot talk or do anything to make them get away. Like, I believe the children can sometimes try something that they shouldn't try, and that can drive you crazy. But if you talk to them in a way and they have that connection with you and they don't have that severe mental health, they will definitely get out of it, like, and come back to normal. Well, according to our experience, but certain mental health or certain behavior the children will have, they will definitely not get out of whatever, or it's not going to be easy. But sometimes it's just children, it's nothing to do with mental health and stuff. But anyway, what I see is a lot of us here growing up, bringing up children here. What I notice is some people, some Gambians, especially when they're doing their fake friendship, or just African, but I'll focus on Gambians. When they're doing their fake friendship that is all about gossip, cooking, gossiping, effing, talking about clothes and skin bleaching and nonsense. But they're not going to talk about, serious stuff like we're doing now. But most of the time when they do those, and they, especially the ones that gather like 4 or 5 of them or 3 of them in the house, or even 2, but they're only screaming, making loud music, loud talk, screaming. The children don't have a peace to study or have peace to focus. You know what I mean? And especially when the children are young, and you don't give them time, you're just telling them, get out, leave me, go to your room. I'm chatting to my friend, I'm busy. And you're going to your friend house all the time, or your friend is coming all the time. You know what I mean? And the children don't have peace. And you just beating them and screaming, and you just cooking and gossiping, and you just, so the child have to continue that cycle for years, from one friend to another, or sometimes that particular friend can continue for years with you. But that can also damage the child, mental health, just like this thing that you're saying. I just want to mention that. What do you think about that too? But continue.
Well, to be honest, lots of us here in the diaspora, we think that we need to have friends to be able to be happy or to be able to be a part of society. Because the reality is, your kids, you're their mirror. Whatever you do, that's what they will do. Do you understand?
Yes, and I think a lot of them have friends just for gossiping,
And
by the way.
yeah, I'm coming to that.
Okay.
If you have friends that come to your house, and number one, to start with, you need to even choose people that you go with. Do you understand? You need to choose people that we go with. You cannot be here and then 24 hours, people are coming to your house, your children are there. You don't even have time for your children. You don't communicate with your kids. Your kids will go and have other people on their phone or be on the internet and entertain themselves with what you don't even know. Do you understand? And that's what will lead to a lot of kids when they start getting to certain age. They will revenge. They want to revenge, get up with attitudes and all of these things. Even when you are walking, you need to create time for your kids to be able to give them a better life, or at least have one-to-one with them and sit down and just listen to whatever they have to say. And then you can analyze things from there and know where you need to help them. Because all what you have said here is idleness. That is being idle. If you have
Lot
to,
of them, especially some single mothers, that's what they do. Just gather and cook and
yeah,
eat and gossip, and they don't have time for the children, and they don't
but
talk
this is
about
what,
anything healthy as well. And they even leave the children from one person to another, going out or go to men or
or
just going out all
create
the time.
parties
The
and
children
everything.
spending one house to another,
Yeah,
or people looking after them, and you don't even know those people.
that's what I'm.
Some of the children been through SA, by the way, because of this. Or sometimes you finish with the man and you let the man have your children for weekend, and you don't know who the man is. You don't know what the man is doing, and the man will end up essaying your children, or somebody else essay your children from the man house, or you leaving your children with friends and going out. Me, I'm so lucky that my children are
No,
not.
it's not
They've
all
not been
single
through any
men.
of
It's
that.
not all single mom that do that.
No, not all single mom. I'm not saying all.
Not all. Not all. What she's
I'm just
trying
saying
to
single.
say
When I
is
say single mothers that do that, I mean some single
no,
mother. They can never be all anything. It can never be all whatever. No,
not all.
it
There's
can never be all whatever.
there's
But even
lots
some
of
people that are not
single
single, they
moms.
do that. They can have
But
a child
only
with
if,
somebody
even you're
else.
talking about single mom, me, I see married people who are doing that.
Yes, even some people that are not single. That's why I want to say that they can
Yeah,
also
I
have the
think
ex,
I
and the
think
ex
it's
can
a
have the
Gambian
child.
thing. It's a Gambian thing. The thing is, what we grow up in Gambia, going to make deals here and there. It's
Yes, let me just say this, please. Let me just say this. When you finish with the person and the person is going to the ex, make sure you know what the ex is doing, the type of lifestyle the ex is living, if people are coming there or not, if the people coming there, they're healthy or not. Because sometimes the children can go to the ex for weekend or for whatever, and you don't know what they're going to go through there. I want to mention that too. I see cases that the children have to be essayed from sleeping with the, sleeping at the other parent home, and they get essayed there. So be very careful. Doesn't matter you're in Africa or you're here. I'm very lucky that my ex, he doesn't live here. He lives in Sweden, but he doesn't look after the children. He abandoned them. And I'm very happy with that in a way. He doesn't have to have them, or the children have to go there or anything in case they've been through stuff. You don't know, because certain people, when you marry to them and they're doing certain thing, those type of people, when you finish with them, they're capable of doing worse to your children, or having friend or connection with somebody that can do worse to your children.
So,
So be
sorry,
careful with
Ami.
people that
Thank
go
you.
in
I want to
for
say
their other
something,
parent or
Ami.
friends. Yes.
Yeah, for me, I used to see even here some single moms, or some are not even single moms. They will leave their kids with someone and go to a program, or
Or work all the
naming
time.
ceremony or marriage.
Or work.
Yeah,
And you don't know who the person
yeah,
is
or
for.
work.
Or you think you know them and you don't. Or they might have other people
Yeah,
in the house who
exactly.
are dangerous coming.
Yeah, and some of our people, it's not only the women, but even we men, some of us, we like to jump from house to house, You know, I think that is how we grow in Gambia. Most of us, we are not used to lonely life, right? So that is why you
Yes.
will see some people, they will be jumping from house to house, and some of them will leave their kids behind. You know, that is very wrong. We
Or
need
just
to
inviting
in
different
any
people in the house, inviting people, inviting people.
yeah, exactly. So you know,
True.
it's not
Yeah, we're not
that is
used to
it's
the
not good.
loneliness.
We are not used to loneliness in our country, Africa
Someone
in
like me.
whole.
That's why I do a lot of videos as well over the years because I don't have friends like that. I noticed that you can have a good friend, but it's not easy. And as a single person, and I'm not like, I don't want to be like dating men just like that. I'm very careful with who I date or anything. So by me being single and doing videos over the years, I just come to the video when I'm bored or want to talk to somebody on purpose because you can't know who to talk to, you can't know who to trust, and you can't just talk to anybody, especially married men that want to marry you. It's hard for me to talk to married men because I keep thinking about, I know I'm Muslim and you can marry a married man, but I keep thinking about the other wife so much, which some people tell me to not think about. That it's none of my business, but I think that's toxic as well. The other woman that is married and have the husband for years with the children, and you're like, it's not my business. I'm gonna talk to her husband and marry him or date him. I don't know how to do that. So, and the people that are not married that
Yeah,
after me, it's hard for me to see one of them that is matured enough or I love him enough or trust him enough to go with him. And the married men, like I said, I run away from them, which lead me to not having a steady someone to talk to or to marry over the years. And then I just come to the video and talk about something that can benefit us and chat and have fun instead of be on the phone
yeah,
gossiping or talking to other people that I shouldn't talk to. But yeah, I just want to make that clear.
yeah.
That's true.
That is why
We need
it's
to chat it, yeah.
important, Ami. Yeah, in every country, if you go, if we go, we should follow the system, you know, because how can someone come in Europe here and that person, they will left their children at the house, they will go jumping from a neighborhood, from one neighborhood to another neighborhood. That is very wrong, you know. So, and we supposed to look our surrounding, because even Gambia, that is why last time I say in one live, I say that it's not even safe to send your kid to go to the shop and buy something, because someone can brainwash those kids, give them money, you know, and put their hands inside those
Can I just say
kids.
something about that?
Yeah.
Just not long ago, just
Mhm.
yesterday, my sister told me that she live in Tanje and she have children, like especially boys. She have like 3 or 4 young boys and a young girl. And then one of the guys, he said that one of the guy came not long ago, and the guy was in the car that have a black window. You can't see anything. Okay, those scary looking cars. And the guy have other men in the car, and they all like Nigerian men in the car, and they park the car in the corner of their house, their compound, okay, inside the village in Tanje. From nowhere, no one know them in the neighborhood. No one recognized them. Everyone was like, why is this car parking here for 2 days from nowhere? The car will park here all day. And then the car just one of the child then mentioned one of the lady who then came to the car and said that, what are you guys doing here? And they opened, she said, I don't know, she saw one of them open the car and was trying to get some air or smoking or something. And the lady she was like me, maybe very forward. That's why sometimes it's good to be forward. The lady just said to them, what are you guys doing here for 2 days, parking here, and your car is closed? And you guys, you're like Nigerians or something like this, like what you doing here? And then they're like, oh, it's fine, blah, blah. We just, whatever. It's none of your business. And the lady's like, no, it's a lot of kidnapping and killing and stuff going on with our children. And I'm going to call the men. And the men will call the police to ask you what you're doing here. And the car run. And then they were telling the lady, fuck off, blah, 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 blah. And then they just run the car and go. But they were there for 2 days. And then the people start talking about it in the neighborhood. And then one of the children in my sister's compound said that, oh, but I passed that car and they were telling me, come, let me give you sweet. And I run away. You hear this? Why are they
Yeah.
telling the child, come, let me give you sweet? And we have a lot of
Yes.
kidnapping and unaliving rampant in Gambia.
Yeah. Kidnapping,
So
raping.
you mentioned that,
Yeah.
and it just remind me of that. So I
Yeah.
told my
Yeah.
sister that
If,
you guys
even
have to tell
Germany,
them
it's
when,
happened
the children
there.
to
Even
run.
Germany, it's happened there. There was one single mom. She had a boyfriend, but that boyfriend If she go to somewhere, that boyfriend will use his hands, will use his fingers, you know.
Yes, a lot
So
of them
it's
do that.
crazy.
A lot of the
Yeah.
boyfriends do that. Lot of the step
Yeah.
parents do that to step children. Lot of step parents.
Yeah, and what that guy say is true. This GM came through slavery time. You know, those days they used to put our women, they used to cut them. You know, FGM came through that. Through
And
that.
the beating
Even
of
now,
children. I think the
even the
beating of
blacks who
children,
are in Arab
people learn it from
countries,
slavery.
yeah, even
Even
blacks
the
who
beating
are
of
in
children.
Arab countries, they used to practice FGM. So we need to stop it. Marrying these multiple wives. It's have no
Hi, Ade.
sense. It's all
Hello,
came to
hi. I would,
divide Africans. You
sorry, I
know.
would like to talk quickly because I have to go and pick my child. I think
Yeah.
this topic is a very important topic because I have 3 kids of my own. I do follow you. I love you so much, my sister. I think you're doing a very good job.
Thank you so
So
much.
I just wish you all the best for the hard work that you're doing because this community is a very toxic community, like we all know from the Gambia. The Senegambian community is very toxic, and I'm really behind you because I feel like you're doing a wonderful job.
Thank
Having
you.
said that, I have few minutes, I have to go, but I have 3 kids and I live in the Netherlands. I have 2 kids. I put them all in activities. My daughter is doing handball and my boy is doing soccer. I feel like it's very important, and I have a baby. But the 2 are from the same father, and the other one is from different father. So the first one, the father is not in the country like yours, and the baby, the father is here. It's very important if you have a child, if you are married or you are not married, you put your child into activities. They have to have activities because here is not like the Gambia. Like somebody was saying, in the Gambia, we do have communities there with kids can go out, we can play together. We have aunties and grandparents that you have a lot of people around you. But our kids here, they are not lucky. I told them, even my kids, what I do is in a month I have 2 times a week when I sit down and talk with my kids. And when I say I sit down and talk with my kids, we talk about everything. We talk about the people who come to my home, yeah, and my family, my own family, meaning my mom, my sisters in the Gambia, and everybody. They need to know how important it is, the relationship that I have with friends and so-called friends, people that I smile with them but I don't trust them. I communicate everything to my kids. Why I am doing this? Because I don't own my own life. If I
That's
die,
good.
my kids need to know who my mother told me that I trust this person, whether it's family or so-called friends or real friends. And I'm at this stage of my life, I am realizing that friends, it is really difficult to have friends because I feel like friends, you need to have respect, loyalty, and how the third one I do forget about that one, but these things is very difficult to find it with friends. So it's very important that you communicate these kind of things to your kids to protect them for the future. Even men, regular men, even my own brother, if he comes here, my daughter is not allowed to sit on top of my brother's lap. I am training her so that she knows this, because people are toxic, not because I cannot trust my brother, because I'm training my daughter to be
Yes. To
responsible.
not get used to that.
Yeah. And if I'm going out, I make sure that my kids are in my home. I do have friends who will tell me, oh, Aisha, you can bring your daughter. I will be able to do OPAS, that is in Holland. I can be able to babysit for them. No, darling, thank you. My kids will be in my home, and I will make sure somebody's here. Or if somebody's not here, I know how I train my kids. In case anything happened, call mommy. That's it. It's very important. That's I want to emphasize that thank you very much for this job that you're doing. And every mom, whether you are married or you're not married, please, if you have kids, it's your fundamental right to take care of your kids and make sure that they are very, very safe. And if I say safe, it's not only to be safe like this, mentally safe, because it's very important. Thank you so much. I'm thanking everybody in the group. Continue doing this amazing job, Jom. I love you so much. Eh?
Thank you. Thank
Bye,
you. Thank you so
darling.
much,
Thank
Natu.
you,
I follow
Natu.
you back
Your
anyway.
Bye.
contribution makes a
Thank you
lot of
so much.
sense.
How do I mute? Yeah, okay.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
How do I go off?
Oh, I'll take it off.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, thank you.
I mean,
I really appreciate it. Hello, Janga. Yes, Oli, continue.
what she said is so true. Like you need to just today I was sitting with my daughter and we were having real conversation, adult conversation.
Mm-hmm.
You know, tell her what is what, who is who.
Mm-hmm.
You have to interact with your kids. They need to be your best friends. They need to know you. Me, if I need to cry, I will go to my daughter's room and say I feel like crying, and then she will be laughing, and I cry. And
Oh,
then I will tell her why, the reason why I'm crying. Because you need to create this bond with your family. Nowadays, yeah, friends is good, but we have to be careful, especially in this type of environment that we are. You really have to be careful. And like she said, your kids should understand who is who and what they mean to you. It is very important in case of emergency or anything. Then they know who to trust and who not to trust. And these are conversations that you need to open up and talk with your children. Because in Africa, I can tell you, most of us, we don't know for example, our parents' properties, our secrets, their bank statement, what they have, who is coming, what they're doing. We don't know all these things. So I think we all have to learn from that and make sure that this generation, should sit with our kids and then have an open conversation, talk about things that affect us, you know, for them to understand. Because sometimes we
and
underestimate the kids.
to prevent that from them.
Yeah, sometimes we underestimate these kids, but I can tell you for a fact that sometimes
What?
they are way like they're way ahead of us. There are things
Yes.
that you
This is why we have to talk about this, because when we normalizing this and they know this is not normal, even if they
yeah
tell you or not, they
you,
know it.
you will see your child in your house and then you think that, oh, she doesn't know this. No, she know.
See, no. But
She
what do you think
know.
about, because I'm going to go soon, but what do you think about people that when you talk about the severe child beating or FGM, they will be like, oh, that's fine, I've been through it and it doesn't affect me. And some of them, for example, with the child beating, because they're still doing it to their children, they're still beating the children, severe beating. They will be like, I was beaten so much, but I'm fine, it makes me a good person. So I'm going to do it to my children. I'm African, I don't care.
For me personally, if you ask me, I will tell you, nobody in their right sense of mind will sit down and say that severe beating it's fine for a child. Because me, the subject that I used to pass in school, where the subject where the teachers were so soft, if I don't understand, they will make me because I have an anxiety. So if you shout at me or you
Hello,
are aggressive,
everyone.
I don't take anything in.
Mhm.
I do not take anything in. That's my
Exactly.
personal experience. But I know for a fact that a lot of people have traveled and detached with their family or with their parents because of the trauma that they have been through in their houses. And like I said, if you don't heal these things and learn to understand that this is something that you need to work on yourself and just know that this is not right, it shouldn't have been done that way, then you're sick, you're still not healed, then you will transfer that anger to your kids. And any little thing that the child do, or if the child do something bad, instead of you putting sense to that child, you will take the same old system of beating. And that's why so many of us will lose our kids. The child will go to the school and say, my father beat me, this and that. Do you understand?
Or
You
even
can
if you don't lose the child sometimes can learn how to cope with it, because you are manipulating them to make them understand that I'm African, that's why I'm doing this and I'll never change, and this is
um
good. This is
I
what
mean, I
happened
can
to
tell
me or
you for a
whatever.
fact that these kids here, once they turn to that adult age, if you wrong them anyhow, that is so traumatizing. I'm telling you, they will revenge. I'm
But
not
even
talking
if they
about
don't
kids.
revenge
I'm
this,
not. I'm not
it's gonna
talking
make them
about
the
kids in Gambia. But kids
Yes, I'm
here,
talking about even here abroad and Gambia. But even if they don't revenge sometime on you, they never will make you think that that's wrong. But it's still gonna make them get angry quickly or do certain thing or certain of because the severe beating, the things that it does, including
mark
feeling
it
sorry
down.
for
What
yourself
when
and getting
one day
angry quickly and
they
other stuff.
will
Yes.
it will affect them
Mm-hmm.
because there is no child that will go through a trauma and then because everybody will grow to be an adult. And
Mm-hmm.
when you grow to be an adult, then you understand what was right and what was wrong. Do you understand? So this
Mm-hmm.
is where the problem
Because
will
why I'm
come.
saying this is because a lot of them will say that me, I beat my children, but they love me. They don't, it doesn't affect them with my relationship with them is fine.
Because children see their parents as God. Like
Mm-hmm.
all children, before you even know Allah, you look at your parent, your mother or your father, whoever the carer is at that given time. You
Mm-hmm.
see them as your superior because they're the one feeding you, you know, they're the one buying you clothes and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So it's obvious that you're gonna see that parent like Allah. Do you understand?
Yeah, they're close to you. You're close to them.
So
Even if it's toxic for the most part, yes. And you
all
feel
what they
bad to
know is what
abandon them or
all what they know is what you are giving them. A child is a child. We all grow up and take our different ways. Do you understand? But when we were young, whatever our parents tell us to believe, that's what we believe. And then you will grow older and realize that, okay, my parent wanted me to be a teacher, but I want to be a doctor, or I want to be this, I want to be that. And then you divert. And that's when the parent cannot really somehow, some way control you, in a sense, depending the environment that you are in. Do you understand? So for me
yes.
personally, I will not encourage anybody to be maltreating your child. Sometimes it's good to punish kids, but there are different ways of punishment. Like if they do something that you don't like, or you know that this is not the right thing to do, you can tell them, you know what, today you have to go and wash the bowls, something like that. Give them something to do. Let them learn from their mistake, but not taking beating or stabbing them, things like that. I just feel like it will haunt you back. Now you have
Thank you so
control
much.
over them, but when they grow old, they will have control over themselves. Thank you, Ami.
Guru. Thank you so much. It's just that I'm gonna go soon. That's why I've been here long. But I really appreciate all of this. Thank you so much. Abraham. Dadu Ibrahim.
Hello, how
Elaram.
are you? Yeah, Lam.
Hello. I
Hello,
can't
how are
say
you?
your name. Are you from Gambia?
Okay, I'm from France. I just like your opinion with this,
All right.
and
Thank you.
it's the first time for with you. Okay, and nice to see that, and I want just to listen you. Okay,
Oh,
for the
thank you.
first time. You're welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Who is next to talk? Because I'm gonna go. Brother B, you wanna say one last thing before I
Yeah,
go?
yeah. What I want to say, like the mothers, they should speak with their kids because as a mother, you are more near to your kids than the father. You know, speak with your kids.
What do
You
you
will
think the
tell
father
your
should do
kids,
also to support the children?
yeah,
What do
the
you think the
father
father should do
can,
also to support the children?
yeah, like the father can support providing, but you know, the father cannot talk with the female child like that, you know. So I think it's the mother responsible to talk about to talk with the female one
All
so
right,
that they
the
will be
female child.
careful.
The female child, can I say
Yeah.
something, please? The female child, can I say something, please? It's an African tradition that the father don't talk to the female child, but that's not very good in a way because the mother can talk to the female child, but the father knows. The father knows men better and knows men mindset more than the mother. the healthy fathers, they do also talk to their children about naughty guys or guys, how they can lie and get them sexually, and all the trick that guys do, they will make it clear for the girl because they know it better. And the girl will also know minds of a man with the father more. And they also talk to the boy, and the mother also will talk to the boy about how to be a good husband, for example, or how to be a good man in general, and what women like and don't like, when she also advise the boy, because she's a woman, she know it better. So just to make that clear, that you guys have to talk to the daughters as well. Don't leave everything for men, but for the woman. But for me, the number one thing that the father can do for the child is to not have the child when he's not ready for having a child. To not have a child in any relationship with somebody that you're not ready to live your life with. And anybody that you said, I'm ready to live my life with this person, so I'm going to have a child with them. Try your best not to be cheating and lying and being a bad partner that you're going to make the relationship finish. Make sure that if it's going to finish, God forbid, it's not going to be from you. I think that's the number one thing that
Yeah,
every
yes.
man
But
can do for
I
every
mean,
child.
sorry, most of our people will say that child come from God, this and this. So sometimes how some of our people think is very wrong. They will say that child, how can a child come
Yeah,
from
they're
God?
like, they
You
just
know?
blame the God for the child. Yeah, they're like, oh, it's God who says so that the child will be born. I know what you mean. Is that what you
Exactly.
mean?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, true. But
Responsibility,
I really
yeah. What
appreciate
you
people. I'm
say
gonna
is true.
go.
Ask a man, you should take responsibility, even though you are not with the mother again, you divorce, but for your kids, try and take responsibility. Ask a man. Yes, that's very good. And communication also.
Ami, can
Yeah.
I say something?
So,
Um, D Brown. What I just want to confirm what D Brown says. Lots of men will not take responsibility of their children when they divorce, or even when they just come and have a child with you. And for me, the thing people will say is, oh, when the child is 18, they know who their father is. Yeah, it's easy to be anybody's father. Anybody can be a father, but to be a real dad, that's a different thing. Do you understand? Like me,
Yeah.
I always appreciate my dad, even though he didn't give me money, or I'm not from a rich family, I can say, but I was okay, and I'm very content. But my dad, until today, he's my protector. I feel safe around my dad. Because if I cry, I can go to him and then have a discussion with him. Because even when we were young, we live in a big family, but my dad has always been there for us. So I just believe that love doesn't just come like that. No matter what, if you have a child with a woman, married or not married, that child did not choose to come to this world. It's both of you your responsibility to look after that child. Even if you don't have money, just be present in that child's life will help that child mentally, and give that child the confidence that that child needs. But unfortunately, most of us women are going through being a single mom. What I'm telling all the single moms out there is, if you fall in that category, make sure you, like Ami was saying earlier, you have the right people around you. Choose your friends right. Motivate your children. Do stuff that your kids will look onto you. Put them in the right way. Don't run away from the kids. Don't say, oh, because the dad is not here, me too, I don't care whatever the child become. No, that's no. There are so many people like Obama, other people that have been raised by a single mom. Being a single mom is not a disease. Anybody can
Yeah.
fall on that trap. If you find yourself there and you try your best for the dad to involve and they don't want to, do not give up on those kids, because those kids need you more. Choose your friends, choose where you want to, where you take them, and put the best in them. Because at the end of the day, tomorrow you will have the reward. But our culture, we're used to, oh, even if I don't look after the child, when the child is 18, I can turn up and create a story. In this day and age, kids are not stupid. They know, whoever is in their life, they know. And like I said, I will say it
Exactly.
and say it and repeat it again. It's not about the money. It's about being there for the child, for their mental health, for their mental well-being. I am an adult. Like my dad, I just feel like my dad is my protector. I run to my dad, even though he's in his 80s. I still run to my dad. And whatever my
Oh,
dad
makes
tells
sense.
me, I feel protected because I feel like I've been seeing my dad from the very first day I was born, as far as I can remember. He has always been
Oh,
there. And that is a big reward. So, fathers out there, if you have a child, even if the mom is toxic, no matter how, try and be there for your children. It's not because of the mom, it's because of the mental health of that child. And if we don't change the mentality and the way we think towards this type of children, or a woman that you have just left with kids and you think that you want that woman to suffer, you just making yourself to suffer, because every day you will wake up with that guilt, because blood is thicker than water. There is no way that you will sit in your right sense of mind and forget about that child. It's your child, it's your blood. You know?
so
So thank you
Yes,
so much. So I
that
was
is
just
true. That
adding to
is
what
true.
B. Brown was saying. Let's just try and change our mindset and just focus on being a good society and raising, good kids for tomorrow.
yes. Instead
Yeah,
of promoting childhood trauma like
yeah.
FGM, severe beating,
Yeah, because sometimes
bad
they will be like,
marriages,
"Oh, let me
alcohol,
leave her
drug
to suffer.
addiction.
Let me leave her to do this." Remember, it's just gonna be 18 years of that child's life. You don't know what that child's gonna be tomorrow, and who
True.
it's only God who knows who's gonna suffer. So, please, but my brothers, my uncles, my fathers, please, let's learn from our old generation. Some of our dads, they don't have nothing. They go to the farm. They have salaries of $1,500. But you just grow up with your dad and being happy. That's just something that nobody can give you. You know.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I'm gonna have to go now. That's why. Thank you so much, guys. So I'm gonna bring you down, and this Yaya will say whatever they want to say, and I'm gonna go. Please don't stay long on the phone. I have to go. But thank you for having you guys. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it.
Ami nagala yaa ngi kula
Wow, I'm fine.
kaf setut bu baax nag sorry da xamoon da damay check sa programme
You have
first
to
time
talk in Mandinka. This in English. This page is for English.
okay English okay dam la gisoon si beneen platform before so why guy lu nga dee wax ak guy luñ dee understand moo nekkut benn understand nga from
Yes.
today I
But can you
respect you
talk in
my
English?
sister.
Is that possible? Or
Yeah, I can try. From today, I respect you, my sister, because what you are trying to say, that will bring us unity. But without that, we cannot have unity. But they don't
exactly.
understand what you are about, what you want to say. That's the problem. You understand? As
Do you
from
think
today, I
they don't
respect you,
understand
man.
me? I think they do. They just don't want to agree. If they
Yeah,
don't
this sister
understand me,
was
that
there.
means they
This
have
sister
no
was
knowledge
there.
of
Yeah.
life at all. I'm not saying something
Yeah.
that is hard to understand. But
Very
okay.
simple. Because they were complaining about why Gambian didn't like each other.
Yes.
But what you are telling them, if they understand, that is the right way to bring us together. Because
I think they understand it. They just don't want to understand it. Some
yeah,
people,
you have to
when they don't
start
want
it
to
in the
agree
grassroots.
with what you're saying because they don't want to do the hard work or they don't want to accept the truth, they just pretend like they don't understand you. Africans are good at that.
Yeah, that's why I came here just to greet you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that job.
But
May
thank you
Allah
so much.
bless
I
you.
appreciate it too. You
Yeah,
too. Thank you so much.
thank you so much.
Thank you, Yaya. All right, I have to go now. So what Yaya is saying is, when I was in the live video earlier on today, and I was talking about in the Gambian live video, we were speaking in Mandinka. And we were talking about the guy that was unalive in Germany by the German police. And we were talking about how we have to unite as a family, us Gambians and Africans in general, especially Gambians, and how Gambians don't support each other, don't agree with anything. And I was talking about how that is shaped from when we're growing up with the severe beating and neglect and not listening to children, just shouting and telling the children to, how a lot of us come from those type of home. It's going to make the child to catch up that behavior and start behaving like that. But it's also going to make them it's like they're going to love people, but in a way, they're not going to love people in a way, for the most part, for a lot of them, not all of them maybe, but most of them that go through this. Because when they come into this world learning about humans and life, and all the things that they learn is pain from human, from one pain to another. They beat you in the house, they beat you at the school, they beat you all the time, and they always blame you and shout at you and beat you all the time. So then you see like, okay, humans are very difficult or selfish or wicked or what, you know what I mean? So your brain know already that this is not wrong, how they always blame you and beat you as a child. So then when you grow up, that's why Africans are very revengeous. What's the word? Like we revenge and react a lot to protect ourselves. Like every little thing we're like, because we know that we pick up from a young age that humans can be very dangerous and selfish and hurtful, and just like they're gonna hurt you or come at you for every little reason. So you have to protect yourself from them, like, so you learn that from a young age, but that's another story. But yeah. Also, I talk about how if we want Africa to be different and us to be different, we have to focus here first to make sure the children are not going to grow up like us. And then also us, the adults, once we know why we are the way we are, it's going to help us to learn how to handle it better. But also, I think the other problem with us is that some of us are awake or too awake. And then we don't take any nonsense to promote the nightmare anymore. And then some of us are very wicked and evil and promoting the nightmare. So we can't get on that. For example, a lot of Gambians are not happy that that Gambian man was shot by the German, even though he shouldn't be shot by the German, just because they said he had depression and he was carrying a knife is not enough reason to shot him. But the same Gambians that are angry now, they're the Gambian that is promoting FGM. I've been screaming for the FGM for 3 weeks until my voice is gone, for FGM to stop. And they were insulting me, bullying me. Right now, this page is reported so many times. That's why the video is like this. Since I came in here until now, the video is not more than 50 views. You know why? Because they report my page newly. You see that video that I posted 2 days ago or yesterday or the day before about FGM with the Gambian woman that is promoting FGM in Germany and the other man in Sweden promoting FGM, and they all do videos. They're TikTokers, Gambians, yeah? And they all have children. And I am sure the woman in Germany did not FGM her 2 beautiful little daughters in Germany. I doubt it. Or if she does that, she's not well. And I explained what she was saying, in Mandinka, in Wolof. How she was saying that FGM can make you have good sex and, can make you have healthy life. And our olden days people, they have healthy life and give birth to a lot of children because they're FGM. And she even talk about, she goes as far as promoting FGM. She goes as far as saying that people mistaking people that pee in bed when they're having sex and people that have orgasm. So they say that we that are FGM, we don't come, but that's a lie. They mean we don't pee in bed when we have sex. And us black women don't pee in bed when we have sex. That's white woman thing. She said all of that. What type of white woman just pee in bed? Those orgasm that is like you're peeing or it's you're peeing. I don't know. That never happened to you, but I saw it in video. For black and white, anyone can have that done. It's just the way that they have to get you. You have to do it. You know what I mean? Like, see, go as far as saying that peeing in bed when you're having sex is for white people, not black people. And black people don't do that. And people are saying that because we don't do that, we don't get wet. And that is the FGM. That's why we don't do that. Look at the kind of mad idiot TikTok. Me, I'm not FGM. I've never done that. I've never peed in bed when that massive orgasm that you can see in the video, the person peeing. That never happened to me. And I'm not FGM. Who told her that people are saying that people that are FGM, they're not getting wet like they should, most of them. And we're mistaking the pee and the getting wet. Look at the type of talk. And the woman saying that she lived in Germany for years, more than 10 years, guys. And she have children there. 20 years or nearly 20 years she's there. She have children there. She work. She's claiming to be educated person. She's saying all of this in Mandinka just to promote FGM. and other crazy stuff that she says in that video with that effing wicked FGM promoter man called Soti Jammeh, who is the #1 FGM promoter on the TikTok. Okay? And that man and that woman in the video, and I post the video and I explain what they say in English, and they get embarrassed and they hate it that I talk it in English, because when they say the evil thing, they normally say it in the local language, and then they normally gang up in mob. They normally have their army of people, especially Soti Jammeh. He said in his video that I have an army of people behind me and we all gonna report your page. That's what he always proud of and said in the video. So he tell his team to come and report my page and report my page and report that video until TikTok now remove that video. They say that video is community violation, violating guideline, community guideline violation. They report that video for sexual harassment or sexual sensitive sexual talk. And I only translate what she said. Ask the Gambian that saw that video. I only translate what the lady said. This is exactly how she said it. That the white women, they are the one that pee in bed when they having sex. That orgasm that come with pee is for white women. And us, the people that saying FGM, when you have it done, you can't be wet. We're mistaking the pee and getting wet. This is exactly how she said. You guys that hear the video, am I lying? You guys that hear the Mandinka video that I'm talking about. And they report that video for sexual harassment, something like the sexual, what community guideline. And I only translate what she said in English, in Mandinka to English. Ask the people that are watching this video and they saw that Mandinka video. I have it on my page, my wall of page. The Mandinka video is there. It's on Sorty's page. You guys saw the video. They can go as far as promoting FGM and child beating and any type of childhood trauma. They go any length to promote it. Billah wallahi tallah. I don't know how they sleep at night. Yeah? But because of you have this group of Africans that will do everything to promote the bad stuff that is going on. And then you have this group of Africans that are awake and are ready to stop that. That's why that's also is dividing us. For example, me, that's why a lot of them hate me. Even if they hear what I'm saying is the truth, between them and their grave, they will still hate my God and side with their group of people than to come out and stand here and tell the truth. But thank you so much for watching. And I'm going to go now. Thank you so much, guys. Please accept my order page. Okay, what order page? I have to go. But are you sending? Did you send request? But I have to go though. But thank you. Accept my request in another account. Ami, with account, with request. I've not seen any request, and I have to go, guys. I swear I've been here long. All right, I don't see the request though, but I have to go. Don't worry. Next time, guys, I have to go now. I've been here long. Thank you so much. See you guys next time. Thank you so much. Yes, you can message me here. Get in touch with me. In other page in private. Okay, I don't know what you're talking about. But if anyone wants to talk to me, you can message me here, yeah? But thank you so much for anyone that was here watching and sharing and liking. They keep reporting my page all the time. That's why when I'm here, the view are like this. But they only have my karma and the karma of children that they're promoting their trauma. But they can never silence me. Thank you so much for some of you that are supporting. And thank you for the new lady that came in here today and explained her FGM story, and everyone that is supporting the work. Thank you so much. You will have the blessing from the children of Africa and us that we are trying to, deprogram our evil programming. Yeah. Thank you so much, and see you again next video. Thank you.